all so loud today?
I don't know. Maybe you're just extra sensitive today.
Right, where were we? Well, Alaska. It's what we're doing in Alaska.
Oh, I've not done anything in Alaska.
Well, you have.
No, I don't think I have.
Well, you have.
The last one that I played with you was Russia.
We've been on Alaska for weeks and weeks and weeks.
I haven't played with you since weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks ago. And I've got lovely cheese and tomato pasta.
Seemed too hard. Just remember where the 16's the long logs one, I think.
Are you doing the team view thing?
Can be.
No, I just wanted to know if you wanted me to transmit or not. Okay.
So I'm taking the long route then, because I cannot teleport, because trailer. Yeah, I was impressed that Core Keeper's beta. They've obviously only tested it on a LAN. Went, yeah, that seems to work. How did? It's like 1.5 million copies. At this point, you probably want to do a little bit more research, a little bit more testing. I mean, I'd start off with a closed beta that only works on the that you give out on the Discord first, which ought to be a lot less players than Steam. What? Why did you key up to say Think of your sentence and then key up.
Yeah, I was thinking of a sentence. It was like, why the fuck is WhatsApp stopping Epic from launching? But I can't understand why it's saying it can't launch because WhatsApp's running.
What was the exact error message?
I don't think there was the exact error message.
No, it's because I've told it to open WhatsApp and WhatsApp's already open. Instead of clicking on Epic.
Right, so actually the computer's doing what you told it to do.
Yeah.
But you don't know what you're doing.
I used to know a lady, and when she double-clicked on something and it showed the busy cursor, she would just sit and wait for the busy cursor to go away, instead of queuing up more work for the computer to do. And it crossed my mind at that point, that's probably quite a good way of using a computer. I've never done that, but... I'm doing the quest called Timber right now because I'm driving a long log loader.
You're in Pedro Bay, are you?
I am in Pedro Bay. Somewhere there's a medium log loader, and we need to also transport 2 medium logs. I just don't know where it is or what vehicle it was.
What is this movie thing that you've posted?
Just click on it and it tells you. Right, maybe I should have woken up a bit earlier because I don't understand why I can't select Pedro Bay.
Use your mouse cursor.
I'm on a PlayStation.
Use the little... So the touchpad works like a mouse cursor. Handy hint for you there.
Right, but it's just not selecting. I mean, I can't move off Northport. I'm really confused. Can't change.
Are you in the garage right now?
Let me just get in any old truck. I'm getting the Twin Star that's on the Twin Steer rather that's on. Right, okay, that worked. Now it says you moved to Pedro Bay.
Oh. So this is like World movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I can't get to Pedro Bay. I could probably drive to Pedro Bay.
Oh, that's silly.
It's weird, isn't it? You can see my screen, right? I just can't move that selection at all.
Are you using a gamepad or a steering wheel?
I'm using a gamepad.
D-pad and analog stick both. Okay.
Yeah, neither are doing anything.
They
work elsewhere. I can use the bumpers. Yeah. using there. Jay, are you in the game?
No.
It's loading.
Right, let's see if you have any issues. It's very odd.
At the moment, it's not even fucking launching the game. Again, this is the same issue that I had last night.
The first thing I did tonight before doing the stream was to reboot my computer.
No flies on you.
Well, it wasn't picking up my sound card, so I didn't have much choice.
Oh, PCs. God.
Wait, you can't move around on the menu. Are there any medium log carriers on the area you're in, though?
Medium log carriers.
So vehicles with a medium log carrier on the back.
I'll check them out.
There probably are. There might not be.
The White Western Star is by the log station. So look. No, that's got a sideboard.
I feel I have learned a lot about trucks playing this game, which is good. Like, more than I did in Euro Truck Simulator.
Do you get what I mean about when you've played?
Well,
been playing Snowrunner a lot,
saw the
and you
picture I sent
see
the other day.
interesting vehicles. Yeah, you sort of see interesting vehicles and go, oh, look at the wheels and stuff. And
well, I sent you that picture of that 8-wheeler, partly because it had a really funny slogan, and partly because I'm like, oh yeah, Snowrunner soon.
I don't think there are any. I don't think there are any logged carriers here.
Well, in a moment, I should be through to that area anyway. So you can take my vehicle, then I'll go work out where the medium log carrier is.
Okay, now attempting to join the second time.
So weird. I'm going to try taking a vehicle out.
I mean, I would say join and come back in, but as we know, that's the worst thing you can do in this game right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very weird about Court Keeper. It's very weird that they've decided not to go down the tool route. So they've got a dedicated server, but you need to own the game on the account you plan to run the dedicated server on. Like, what? This is my problem with Live for Speed. Instead of streaming my cockpit view, I would happily stream a third-person auto camera view. I think it'd be great. But I would have to buy another copy of the game in order to do this, which is completely stupid.
Okay, have you got a vehicle for me, please, sir?
To do what?
There's vehicles on the map.
Well, I don't know what.
Just can you see if you can change areas, Jay?
If I can change areas. Oh, what, by going to the global map?
Global, yeah.
I can go to Mountain River, the other two are locked out.
Right. Can you go to Pedro Bay, though?
No, I can go to Mountain River. I can go to Pedro Bay.
Can you?
Yes.
Well, I noticed you haven't done that, so...
I'm on the map. It's giving me the option to spawn into a vehicle.
Okay,
Into
so,
the
you're still not, okay, now you've just left Northport.
Yeah, that's further than my
like 5 seconds ago.
Are you streaming, Jay? No, you're not. Neither are you.
Should be.
Yeah. No.
No, neither of you are.
Ah.
Not in Discord, I mean.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. So, are you in Mountain River, Si?
No, I'm in Northport.
Oh. And you can't go to Mountain River either.
No, I mean, I may just have to rejoin.
Yeah, but if you do
This
that,
is weird.
then Jay... Well, if you leave, you won't be able to rejoin. Nobody will be able to.
No, but you did. But I will if you restart the game.
Yes. Which I can do.
Yeah, let's have a do-over.
Would you like me to leave as well?
You won't.
Well, you'll have to if he restarts it.
Yeah, I know, but do you need me to leave first?
No.
No, it doesn't matter. You just get kicked.
Bye!
Cool. Bye!
Can you stream on Discord, please?
I am.
I know you are.
But let me bring up my bandwidth more because I really don't know how much I've got to go doing that.
You can do 15 frames. You can do 5 frames a second, to be honest.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. Turn on the high definition text option.
Stream quality. Oh, better readability.
Yeah.
Ah, that, but that's really odd.
But nothing.
Well, yeah, but is that actually that's no necessarily any less bandwidth than 720p. That's just
True.
a different. Anyway, start co-op, create game. That my router has a fancy pants graph right anyway. Yeah, okay, I'm about 50% of my theoretical bandwidth.
Is there a way to show all streams on Discord?
Yes. You click the grid button at the top right.
And you have to click show multiple streams because for some reason that's not on by default. And that's how I do it in
I am not seeing that option.
You just hover over anyone who you're not watching. You'll have an option to view stream or a little picture of an eyeball with a plus symbol.
Okay, I have the plus symbol.
That means I'd like to watch this person as well. Then you can tick the button marked do not show non-video participants and you can then click the grid view. Every single time.
Do not show non-video description. Where are you seeing that one?
It's there somewhere. Can you see people who aren't showing their video? Can you see Fortress Craft?
Yep, I cannot now.
Because you've unticked it.
That's it. That's brilliant.
Yeah. Right. Can we have the code, please?
I typed it a minute ago.
Would you
What?
like me to read that out to you?
No, God, no. Not after yesterday.
One.
What? No, it isn't.
No. No means no.
Fandango 9.
That's the wrong
Stop
code.
it. Stop it.
That's the
No means
wrong
no.
code anyway.
I know. I wasn't going to read the actual code out in case you didn't want read out on stream.
Well, it appears on the screen. There's nothing I can do to stop people doing it. I don't even think I can hide that code. I'd have to put my face over it or something.
Well, don't do that. We'll have no one watching us.
Ah, no, I'll change there then. Yeah, I'm at 10 megabit upload. That's fine. Yes, it was so weird. Mother Gunship, by the way, is freaking awesome. I just wish it was more than 2-player. And we had literally nobody watch. Really odd.
I was watching.
I
had you on the iPad whilst I was playing Snowrunner.
I was averaging, well, as far as I know, 1 viewer. Which is odd, because it was really good. It was really, really good.
It might have been because I didn't have volume on.
Yes, you have to the volume at least almost nothing. But yeah, it's a shame it's not a multiplayer game, as, oh fuck, I'm in trouble. I've punctured my fuel tank.
Oh, for fuck's sake. And you're in Mountain River, okay. Is there a vehicle there for me to use, or do I need to bring one with repair points?
I don't know. I haven't memorised where all the vehicles are. There's about 15 deployed vehicles. All I know is I'm driving the long log carrier, and it is pissing fuel.
There is, however, a service trailer in front of you. If you go back, you've literally just passed the service trailer.
Service trailer in front of me if I go back.
Yeah, like if you go north, away from the gateway, there is a service trailer to your west.
Yeah, half a map away, there's a service trailer. Yes.
Hey, it's better than nothing.
Not really.
So are we just going with whatever quest is available at the time?
Well, I'm doing timber. I am doing the long log part of timber. I cannot do the small log part of timber. If somebody else wants to do the medium log part of timber, that would be great.
Cool.
If somebody wants to come here and fix my vehicle, also great.
I've got about half of my dinner left, and I will jump on the timber if Izzard wants to come and fix
okay,
it.
Izzard's just left, so that's not good.
No.
I'll be back shortly. That still didn't work.
Oh well,
I'll use GeForce now.
Oh, I'm on Pedro Bay now. No, I'm on fucking Northport now.
Oh.
So you could have checked my.
Yeah, but I couldn't. That's right. I'll change to GeForce now.
Wait, does it have cloud saves now? Or are you just not? You just running two different progressions?
I'm just running two different progresses. Yeah.
Cloud save would be fucking awesome.
Well, cross-platform. It's got cloud save. It's cross-platform would be nice.
Yeah, there's not many games that have cross-platform cloud save, unfortunately. It's more of a unusual thing. Cross-progression is called, not cross-play. Or cross-save. My vehicle is stuck.
How hard is that to implement?
6.
Probably cheaper than not doing, probably.
No, it's not. Because, I mean, with Steam, I can just say this folder here, synchronize it to the cloud. It's trivial. It's a lot.
Yeah, but if you've got to implement it, it's more work if you've got to implement it for Epic and you've got to implement it for Steam and
yeah, but you don't
iOS.
implement it. You just say, "Hello, Steam. This is the cloud data." It's trivial. But if you because for cross-play,
Oh, what, they do it for you?
for cross-platform saves, you need to implement it. You need to have your own stuff. Each client needs to be able to access the stuff up in the wherever you've stored it. You can't use the platform-specific cloud stuff at that point.
So you can't have like Steam Access Epic saves and stuff like that. You've got to have I would have thought there would have been more collaboration between them on that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, because Epic are really pleased for you to collaborate with Steam. Why would they do that? Definitely not. Once you're using a platform's systems, it's very hard to go talking to other. What the fuck? Platforms.
Is it something that I could do locally? Can I host, say...
Can you copy save files to it from your PlayStation locally? No.
No, I'm saying, could I put my save file onto a NAS, for example, and use it on multiple computers or a different...
Yeah, but not on a console.
Not on a console.
You might be able to do PS4 because you can put it onto a USB stick, but you would need to decrypt it and rely on the save format being... Oh, fuck. I've just broken this vehicle entirely. So I'm abandoning this vehicle. It needs repairing. Do that. I'll try and find the medium log carrier. I think it was the Kolob. It may have been the Tiger. Zik. I broke the vehicle entirely. I haven't actually broken a vehicle like that in a long time. Not the Tiger.
The new Tiger that Sai got the other night is pretty capable.
Well, of course it is, because they always make the new vehicles way better than the old ones to get to buy the new version of the game. I've done this ever since. Well, lots of games do this, but these versions are better. I can't.
I might not be able to join now until I'll try my code. Might not be able to join until you restart again, which is shit. It's almost like each time someone joins, that burns one of 4 slots.
Well, no, if that's the case, you should be able to rejoin because it should be a slot free.
Well, it should be, but I can't rejoin. It's not my.
I can tell you can't rejoin because I just got a new code, and that means you just tried to join and failed.
Yeah, but I tried to join by friend, so I'll try joining by code.
Does a new code work for rejoining or not?
I'll restart the game. Tad, AMG is Mercedes' inbuilt tuning edition. That is the equivalent of STI for Subaru
Ford.
or what? No.
Ford got STs, haven't they?
Ford have Mountune. STI, not ST.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know the I.
Subaru Technica International. AY5H4. Can you carry a log? Oh yes, you can. No, you can't. Log crane. Short logging frame. You carry short logs. Oh, for fuck's sake, this game sometimes.
Oh, bollocks. Wrong box.
It's just not that fun to have lots and lots and lots and lots of different beds, all with different... there's just too many. And it's just completely arbitrary whether or not I can put a certain type of thing on medium logging frame. There we go. Purchase. And it says the best engine. It does. So in Northport, there is a sickly P16 that needs some loving. Like, it's completely broken. I haven't broken a vehicle so badly in a while, so it's totally knackered and needs repairing. No, not tune up the Audi stuff in a Lambo. It is the division of Mercedes that deal with the tuning of their vehicles. They used to use Brabus until they brought it in-house, but it's the equivalent of STI or TDR for Toyota. TRD, sorry, Toyota Racing Developments, TURD, or STI, or some of the other ones now. Mountain Tune for Ford, Brabus for Smart again. Little Lotus, they do a lot of ones for various manufacturers.
Yep, so the first time it failed, and the second time it worked. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, my issue with it is not that it's broken. Things break, that's fine. But it's that they still haven't fixed it. It's like in Unity, I've got a specific issue, and then I found, so I'm on Unity, the equivalent of that Unity 9 now, that's called Unity 2022, and I found that they'd fixed it in Unity 3, so I had to post on that thread going, pretty sure this bug has regressed. So when I switch scenes, it just locks up for about 4 seconds, which is not nice in VR.
I never had a problem being able to switch regions before that. It was really weird.
Yes.
Righty-ho, what shall I do?
The P16 needs a repair. That's probably the best thing to do. And then carry logs for the quest Timber. I am doing the medium logs for the quest Timber.
Right, so get some repair vehicle out to P16.
Yes.
That's the one you just broke, is it?
That is the one I just broke, yeah.
Okay.
You can always buy trailers, by the way, that's fine, because they disappear when you disappear.
Yeah.
Just don't put anything in them. So, yeah, repair trailers are good. Oh, I should have bought a trailer. But I could put 2 sets of logs on. Whoops. Or RUF for Porsche. Or will come to me. Trailer station here. Cargo management, medium logs. Oh man, that is quite a route round. There's a shorter route there, but I notice there's a vehicle parked in it. Then I quite often just if there's a choice of a short route and a long route, I'll take, and the long route's easier. I'll just nearly always take the long route because I know I'll just get to wind my way there without going too badly wrong. Especially because these medium blobs have a very high centre of gravity. This looks deep.
So, did you notice World War III starting again today? Same as yesterday.
So, Russia have blown some shit up in a different country and blamed Ukraine. Who are like, what the fuck? Like,
also, Liz Truss has piped up again.
But the thing is, it kind of feels like a child covered with their face covered in chocolate going, no, I didn't eat the chocolate. Like, does anyone falling for this? Like, it's not even
the Russian
plausible
people.
deniability. It's but you can just tell them anything. They don't know any better. They can be told anything. So yeah. But that gives them, if Russians move into there, that gives them a different way into the Ukraine.
I think what you're doing there is you're putting too much import on truth. It doesn't matter whether it's a lie or not. Yeah, I know, but we live in a post-truth world, don't we? And it's just like
you might.
They could just propaganda. They can just say what they like, and you either start to believe it after a while, or you don't. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, I had an ambulance driver yesterday telling me that you couldn't possibly use EVs as ambulances because they do 700 kilometers a day, and I'm like, I don't think that's true. First of all, I don't think that's true. And then it's like, but all the electricity used up by the lights and the horn and the sirens. It's like, what the hell are you? How much energy do you think a horn uses up? It's just
compared to pushing a few tons of metal up a hill.
Yeah.
They might have once had one of their ambulances do 700 miles in one day on a particularly awful shift.
Well,
that's what he's thinking of.
I mean, Jay, you're more of the expert here than anyone. I mean, because his argument was that ambulances are used constantly in 3 8-hour shifts. They're never ever stopped. And I was like, right, well, I don't believe that's true, but all right.
Yeah, so when they get to the hospital, they just keep driving around and around.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Jay, you probably have more weight in here. This is more your area than ours.
You're on mute, Jay.
Excellent, thank you for that, Jay. That's insightful.
Does Jay need an ambulance?
Well, might need a microphone. But yeah, I worked out that's an average of 30 kilometers an hour. I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's true. But realistically, I say if it's a Tesla class vehicle, that means you've got to charge it twice in a day. Okay, but like from my experience of trucks and vans, that means you're probably refueling it about 5 times a day. Then they're not very efficient. I mean, the siren uses up loads of fuel. Well, we'll ask Jay when he gets back.
Okay. I was wondering why I'd stopped moving, and then so eventually I reversed a little bit and realised I'd driven over a massive boulder.
Is this in the P16?
Failed to drive over, I should say. No, I mean something.
Okay, the P16 is a whacking great iron bar on the front, which I assume is there to protect the front differential, but mostly just gets caught on stuff. Come on. My vehicle is not moving. I just want to try and put my foot on the clutch to see if I can slip the clutch, but one, I don't think the game supports that, and two, I don't have a clutch on the steering wheel.
Jay's AFK.
Yeah, I genuinely suspect though everybody's problems with EVs will dissipate once they either get one or someone they know gets one and they use it. Like, I think just everything people say just smacks of... You always get the same question, you know, how long does it take to charge it up from empty? Like, I don't fucking know. Why would I do that?
Yeah, well, I could keep saying people will just always justify what they've got or have bought. It's just human nature. So most conversations about, you know, comparing X versus Y, where one person has X and the other person has Y, are pointless because they're not going to hear each other.
Well, this is why I'm one of the few people who has used both Android and Apple for extended periods of time. Most people who are very pro Apple or pro Android,
one of the few people, I reckon, a lot of the population who've got a job phone, have got an Android job phone and an iPhone home phone. Yeah. I know about 4,000 to 8,000 people who have that situation.
That's, well, firstly, no, you don't. You know of that many people, maybe. You don't know them.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You're gonna still work on them.
Yeah, but I mean, I have had a work phone, but that to me is that's a fairly rare circumstance, like, you know, for people. But my point was, most people just depend what they've got.
Not in the public sector, it's not.
Yeah, but I did like nurses as well, and.
So we don't do bring your own device, for example. There's no crossover between personal and stuff that could be sensitive. So you have a issued device, which is probably Android.
Yeah, but like.
Did I tell you, by the way, when we phoned Apple to ask them if they could sort of give us a discount on several thousand iPhones?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and they literally said flat out. We don't really care whether we sell 5,000 phones to you or not. It's a drop in the ocean.
Wow. Nearly there with my medium logs.
I've massively overshot. Oh yeah.
Right, so I'll come to you via that direction. Yeah, guess it doesn't really matter. Oh wait, are you in the P16?
No, I've driven past it. I'm going to turn around and repair it now.
Okay, I'll come to you then because I could do with some fuel. And we can do the second run together. We can both fall over at the same time.
There's plenty of fuel, and there's a fuel station as well.
But yeah, the other one I see is lots and lots of companies now moving towards service vehicles. People are like, oh, but when it gets cold, it will lose like 100 miles of its range. It's like, okay, but like, did you know the average in the UK, the average delivery vehicle does 12 miles a day? They spend most of the time stopped outside people's houses waiting for an answer, not like barreling down the motorway at 70 miles an hour. It's really.
Anyway, what were you going to say about using Apple and Android? Went off on a tangent because you thought you're the only one that does that.
No.
What's your point?
I'll say 1 or 2% do. Just that nearly everyone I've ever discussed this with has had Android or Apple since the get-go, and that's all they've got. And they've just stuck with it, and then they just go. Well,
I thought you were going to make the other obvious point, which is that these days they're much of a muchness. They both do 99% of what the other one does.
Yes. Well, the thing is when you get people go, I really want to customize my Android phone. It's like, yeah, what you mean is you really want it to not work with half the fucking apps out there. Great, okay. I want to root it and overclock it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't. I just bought a better phone. The other thing, and
if
I actually asked this on Twitter. I never got a good response. Was if you're going out and buying the latest phone, for what why? If you don't play games, why are you buying it? Is it purely a look? I have the latest phone, or is there something else? Like my iPhone 4.
I can think of two other reasons straight off.
Yeah.
So one of them is just because it's nice to have, whether you want to say look or not, and the other thing is it's a long-term investment because if you know you're going to have 3 to 5 years out of it, then every 3 to 5 years you can buy a new one.
Yeah. Okay, but why are the vast majority of people playing it? Like, do that many people care about the frame rate in their games? Do that many people care about the status symbol? I just never really worked it out.
I did know a guy that.
Are we back?
Well,
I am sorry.
Not everyone can buy second-hand or old models because they're just not so many of them around.
So I did have a friend of mine who was absolutely insistent on replacing his phone every 6 months because he earned the money and he thought it was basically made him look.
Yeah, that's for the prestige.
Covered that one.
Yeah, I understand a lot of people do it for the prestige, but it was because Apple. I don't remember which phone it was, but like, we sold 50 million phones on day one or whatever it was, and I'm like, are there really that many people playing games, or is there another reason they're selling that I haven't understood?
No idea.
Well,
I do have a question for you.
I bet it's not the question I've got for you, but go on.
You may have the answer for this. Got a mobile phone here. No. That is
Apple or Android?
Android.
Get Apple one.
No. It's charging, but it's not charging. It's charging at 5 milliamps. Any suggestions?
I've already given you my suggestion. Would you like me to repeat it?
He's also got an Apple that does the exact same thing.
Well, therefore, it's the cable or the charger, not the phone.
No, I've tried three different charging.
So you're telling me
it's something wrong with the extension lead.
You're telling me doubtful because that's.
Well, they're not going to use the same cable, are they? Because one of them will be Lightning and one will be USB-C.
No, if they're both new, they might be USB-C. New iPhones use USB-C.
What? No, one's USB.
What new iPhone uses USB-C? Wait! Don't let that slip. What new iPhone uses USB-C?
Is it the Pro 13? Is it? All the new ones do. Apple have gone on to USB-C. They will all from next year. Is it the? Let me just. I think it's the hold on. Oh, the iPhone 14 has neither. Brilliant. I think it's the iPhone 13 Pro. I think.
Go on.
I can't remember.
Keep going.
I think I can't because if I Google it, people are just only talking about the fact the iPhone 14 has neither. It's pure wireless.
So, what would you like me to do at this point in time? Would you like me to come and assist you, or what?
Neither. The iPhone X uses its USB-C. There you go. Whatever the iPhone X is.
No, that's the iPhone 10 and it uses Lightning. What are you even talking about? No, as Jay said, it can't be the cable because unless you want the extension
they
cable.
are different. They are different cables and different chargers.
So he's got two completely different problems then that just happen to be similar.
Yes.
Yeah, don't know.
I've used 3 different charging sockets for both phones, and they
Does he wear makeup?
No.
Does he wear eyeliner?
Does he have? Is he dirty? Has he got dirt into both ports?
No, I've checked those. I've blown them both out and sprayed them both with contact cleaner. There is zero.
Has he paid his electricity bill?
Yes.
How charged are the phones?
I do that. Is there a way that the only way that I can explain it is he's completely flattened the batteries. Is there?
Have you used other chargers?
Pardon?
Have you used different chargers and cables?
Yes. The phone.
So it's just got 2 different phones that both refuse to charge.
They've both gone completely flat and now refuse to charge. I'm wondering if the charge protection circuits in the removable batteries have got fucked, or it's gone below the voltage on the voltage section and needs
Well, there's no
a boost
voltage.
charge.
No, if it's gone below the critical voltage, that's it. They're dead. They're dead. Chuck them away, get new phones. It's dead forever.
Which is why they've got battery management systems in them that shouldn't let that happen.
Well, yeah, if you run it flat and then don't charge it up for 6 weeks or something, it will.
It went flat about half an hour ago, the last one.
I would just plug it in and I would leave it for about 4 hours and then have a look at it later.
Has he been struck by lightning?
So can you either move forwards or backwards in the Pacific? If you go backwards, you can follow me. If you go forwards, I can tell you.
No.
No, in the Pacific, in the Pacific, in the Pacific. Wow! Did you just jam it, slam it in reverse, and then just stick your foot down?
No, I'm on a hill.
Yes, and I was behind you.
Well,
What? Well, no, you weren't.
what can I say?
Sorry. Oops, my bad.
Get behind me. Fine, sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Accepted.
Did I just get kicked?
Yes.
Done it.
Nope. I actually left because I forgot to plug my fucking steering wheel in. And I'm sitting there pushing the pedals and turning the steering and nothing's happening. And now I'm not going to be able to rejoin, am I?
Well, you might be able to. You never know. It's all right. Doesn't matter because none of you are in your own vehicles anyway. So, Jay, I have a question for you. I was informed today by someone that you could never, ever, ever have an ambulance as an electric vehicle because they do... His ones, they do 700 kilometres a day.
It depends on what he's doing.
Well, let's assume for the sake of argument that he doesn't rescue people at the top of a mountain and the ambulance and the hospital's at the bottom of a mountain.
Okay, so as an example, most ambulances do high mileage, but they have stop points in between. So the ones that they're using as electric vehicles at the moment
What was high mileage?
are only, without knowing, 100% maybe 500 to 700 miles a day.
700 miles a day. They're averaging 30 miles an hour in a 24-hour period.
Pretty much, they're on the go. 24 hours.
So they don't stop. They just drive somewhere, throw the bloke in the back, and drive back again. There's no stopping.
The thing is, they don't just do 30 mile an hour. Hold on, and I will ask you.
Yes. I'm just watching you be stuck. I can't really help because you're...
All right, let me get in the. I'm in the Zik. Sort it out.
Here we go. Right, you're talking bollocks, Jay. 62 miles is the average for a 24-hour period for an ambulance in the UK. 700.
No, it's not.
Well, then you can take that with the London Ambulance Service, not me. I'm not saying this. But 700 miles, averaging 30 miles an hour constantly over a 24-hour period is insane.
No.
Well, it is. Like
Bear with me.
It
Bear
really
with me.
is.
I am awaiting a response.
Shall I pull it backwards a bit, Adam?
Yeah. If you can pull the rear trailer a little bit. Yeah, if you can get if you reverse up in the 8-wheeler.
I'll grab it. Let me grab it with the Voiron.
No, grab the trailer, not me. I'm all right. It's
Yeah. Ali.
Backwards.
No. It's stuck, isn't it?
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Finally. Right. Be free.
I am free. But
Off you go.
I'm trying.
It's been weird, isn't it? It's been weird. Let me get these other vehicles out of the way a bit.
Right.
Because they're interacting weirdly.
The average mileage of a non-electric ambulance per 24-hour period is around 300 to 400 miles.
So 10 times what the London Ambulance Service say. 10
Right, what are we doing
times.
now?
Bring that vehicle with the empty log carrier. That's quite a margin, Jay. That is a huge margin.
But what you've also got to remember is what jobs are they doing in that period?
What? No.
What are the jobs? What are the jobs and what are the times?
I'm assuming when they arrive, they have to perhaps deal with the person, put the person in the back, drive him to the hospital, and then take him out.
Yeah.
And wait around for the next call. I assume they don't just drive around in circles.
I am only going by what I've just been told by one of the mechanics.
But I mean, again, I can understand that for an extremely rural ambulance that suffers from an awful lot of people being stabbed, but that seems just insanely high.
He has said that they are non-EV ambulances are covering approximately 300 to 400 miles per 24-hour period. However, this is full driving time, not just response time.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. Straight line ambulance journeys in the UK range from 0 to 58 kilometres with a median of 5. So most calls, on average, calls are 5 kilometres. What's that, 3.5 miles?
Well, we cover from Margate, we go all the way up to Maidstone, which is 30-ish miles. And on some occasions we can do that twice.
Twice in a day?
Yeah. And then
120 miles. But you do go back to the hospital and stop, right? You don't just immediately go out again. I assume, like many service.
It depends on the job. So if you are doing, say you've had a cardiac or something like that, or there's bodily fluids in the back of the truck and things like that, they have to be cleaned.
Yeah.
Here's a question. How much fuel do you put in it in a day?
I refuse to answer that question.
I mean, I can tell you that because you're talking about 120 litres or something for that many miles in a heavy vehicle.
We do have a fuel card, but fuel is mostly done in depot. However, should we be out of the area and need to refuel, we can go into a garage and use fuel cards.
Yeah. A size point is you don't need to know the mileage, you just need to know how much fuel you put in it on a yearly basis, and you can extrapolate, that's the word.
He said at the moment EVs are going for approximately 4 hours in between charges.
That is, well, I mean, I don't know what the battery is. I mean, the Tesla does about 5 hours between charges, but then in saying that,
I don't know what the limit is that they're charging.
But that's fine. It can do 4 hours without charging. But my point more is, do you ever use an ambulance 4 hours without it just being sat around for 20 minutes?
We have done, yeah, if we do transports.
Okay,
this is what I was getting.
That is what we do 99% of the time, or what we do 1% of the time.
I would say about 30% of the jobs that I have done have been transports.
Right, so 70% of the time you have time to plug the ambulance in between the jobs.
I would say about 50% of the time the ambulance is in.
I think the number of the issue is that there's quite a bit of resistance to replace, say, police and ambulances with EVs. There's a bit of hesitancy because the ramifications of running out are quite high, and at the moment we're still in a kind of petrol-centric infrastructure where you can usually get to fill it with petrol fairly quickly in a short distance, and until that flips around, until there's like an inflection point where it's actually easier to charge up and quicker with electricity than to fill up with petrol, then I think that's still going to be the case.
One of the things that's coming up at the moment is with the charge times, that's inclusive of the use of equipment in the vehicle.
Yeah,
so don't forget, we could have life support machines plugged in, we could have AEDs running, we could have ECGs running.
Yeah, it's a trivial and irrelevant amount compared to the amount of electricity required to shove the vehicle forwards at 70 miles an hour. It's nothing. It's a couple of kilowatts.
But do you know what I mean? That is still being used.
But it's also
potentially
used. It's
4
also
hours.
used on a diesel vehicle, which will then run the alternator harder. And you don't charge shit in a diesel car for free. It doesn't come for free.
No.
That's not how it
No,
works.
it
You use
doesn't.
up more diesel.
But there are some ambulances that have got dual alternators fitted for that purpose.
Yeah, which makes the engine run a lot harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my point is, if it affects the diesel by 10% of your range, it will also affect the EV. Actually, probably by more, because the diesel has to convert it from rotary energy to electricity. But yeah, I saw you've got a good point. Like, the thing is, people need to stop being the mentality of, I need to make a phone call later on my phone. I better charge my phone. That's not how it works. I come home, my phone goes on charge. If I'm...
That reminds me.
Yeah.
Come.
If I've got 5 minutes, I can plug my phone in for 5 minutes. I'll just stick it on for 5 minutes of squirt, whatever.
I like that you had the exact same reaction to me to that bit in the news article about, the top tips for reducing your electricity bill. Don't overcharge your phone or laptop. And I was like, what?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, let's give them their due. That is excellent advice. So for everyone listening, do not overcharge your phones, laptops, EVs. Only charge them...
But where's the fun in that?
Will they catch fire?
I know.
Them.
Yeah, I know. Where's the fun in that? Do you know what I mean? Free fireworks show.
It's very boring, lithium
I'm
fire.
surprised they didn't tell us to turn this brightness down on our phones a bit as well. Save money on our annual electricity
The
bill.
thing is,
it would do though. Don't laugh, Jay. They would save you money.
Yeah.
I know it would, but it's just like, what, 5p
A penny.
And so Eurogamer have basically torn into this because it looks like the BBC have used, or the British Gas, have used incredibly outdated numbers. So all televisions sold for the last 10 years, their standby has to be, was it half a watt or 5 watts? I can't remember what it is. It's fuck all. It's absolutely nothing. So, but they were claiming they're drawing like 80 watts or something.
Really good reason for having legislation like that because, it's a piffling amount, but when you can make sure that basically all the televisions are using much less, that has a massive impact.
Yeah.
So it's good. I like that kind of legislation. I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've
I
done
don't know why
that.
people complain about that. It's not overbearing. That's good. That's good legislation.
And that's why the Xbox is now default to their ultra low power mode rather than their reasonably low power mode. Oh my word, I've got through 2/3 of a tank of fuel.
Do you need further support, and if so, which vehicle would you prefer me to use? If not, what would you like done?
Okay, no, that is actually in. Okay, I'm going to come back at the way we came, because that will take us past Jay. So, Jay, if you get into the...
Have a look at my stream.
Zik?
I am in the Zik,
but
which one?
The 605R will be coming past you. So if you head back towards the garage, we'll head in the other direction.
Have a look at my screen.
Head back towards the garage, okay?
Inflatable logs, sir.
Apparently only one of you is streaming.
You're not streaming.
You need to...
Why am I not streaming?
We're both streaming, Joe. You've got to add both of us to your view.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Jay, if you're in a more rural area, it would be higher.
Well,
with less ambulances, but the average journeys are nowhere near.
See, what you've got to remember is mine is mostly paediatric transports. That is my specialty.
Because they can't fight back. Fair enough.
No.
Wait, is paediatrician old people or young people? Doesn't matter. They still got
Young
back either way.
persons.
That'd be geriatrics.
That's the one. What are just like normal people? Average
Geriatrics.
No. Maybe around your area.
So, hello.
Hey, Tad.
Hello.
I just need about 30 seconds to start the dishwasher. It's cheap rate.
That is not good enough.
Yeah, no, I would genuinely like to see a time and analysis breakdown of ambulances and, where they stop and for how long. Because if you, on average, at the hospital, you're stopping on average for 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, you can stick
no.
You can stick
longer than that.
Yeah, but you can stick 160 miles of range into your ambulance in 10 minutes flat.
See, it's okay doing that, The issue is going to be getting someone to plug that cable in when they're trying to unload a patient.
Yeah, I assume you unload the patient and then I'll say a chauffeur drives it off to be charged up. So when you come back out,
That would be an option.
It's been plugged in. Yeah.
In a better parallel universe, all the ambulances have got swappable batteries by now.
Oh, that'd be fucking awesome.
Now, I did
Just swap the
actually.
battery every time you swap the patient.
So I did actually see an interesting breakdown on that, and it doesn't work. So if you've got 1 million car swappable vehicles out there, how many batteries do you think you need to run that system?
10 million.
Well, let's say 2 million. Let's just say 2 million for sake of argument. Let's just keep it a very low number. That's another 1 million vehicles you could have built and sold instead of having spare batteries. At this point, the batteries are one of our limiting factors in making EVs. So
This is a better parallel universe.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, just out of curiosity, do you want me to bring the trailer with me or not?
Yes, because it's got fuel on it, and I'm now down to about 7 minutes of fuel.
Cool.
This one's a thirsty boy. So yeah.
Without a punctured fuel tank.
So all the electric motorbikes will have hot swappable batteries, which is good because you can bring the battery into the house to charge, which is a clever idea because obviously the batteries are small enough to carry.
There is somebody that has got an electric bike that has just been livered up for use at work.
Cool.
And he is co-responding with LAS.
Is it an energy kit or a zero?
I want to say 0.
Does it have a belt or a chain? That's the easiest way of telling.
I don't know. I haven't actually seen the vehicle.
I'd like to see a pic of it because I'd be curious if it's the same bike I've got or its big brother.
Oh, it's a big bastard. Because it's got all the panniers and everything else been added to it as well.
Yeah, but I mean, I could put panniers on mine, but that doesn't mean it's not my bike.
Let's go faster.
I am going. This thing does not go fast.
I just want to try it.
What do you call panels?
Panniers.
Panniers.
Saddlebags.
Oh.
Panniers is the correct
Saddle
phrase.
boxes.
Or
Hi, Clive, by the way.
Hello. Also, what kind of mic do you use?
Yeah, it's awful.
Oh, was it too loud?
It's
Is it too loud?
It's too
It's
hot.
just awful.
It's hot, is what it is. It's
I
distorting.
thought I had blown out speakers in my car.
Just sensitivity.
Did you turn Chris back on?
No, the sensitivity is pretty high
It's
though.
not
so
a crisp thing. It's his mic.
It's
It's
not-
shit.
It's not a sensitivity thing. It's a signal thing. You're very, very loud. You're probably clipping.
I'm actually having a little bit of trouble hearing him, but he does keep going in and out.
No, he hasn't cut in
Yeah,
and out
because
at all.
his
He's
mic
just been
is
loud.
dying. Or his mic was soldered with tinsel. I'm not sure. It's terrible.
I love the way Americans can't pronounce that word.
Tinsel?
Soldered.
Oh.
Soldered.
Oh, you're there, but you're super quiet. But you sounded good.
I might actually go up to the local station tomorrow to the MRC and ask them these questions.
What is it?
Instead of relying on somebody that's miles away that can't actually give us specific numbers.
Well, I mean, the problem. So, Side, say something.
Okay, how's this?
Loud.
Ooh.
No,
Is it okay? Is it less distorty?
Oh, yeah.
Really? I'd say it's about the same.
Oh, no, that's not a bass monster anymore.
Oh, okay. Give me a whole sentence, Side.
We turn down even further. Having mic issues, start to test and say something fun. We'll play voice back to you.
What you said there was that mic issues. Say something and we'll back to you. The word play.
Is that what you heard?
I heard the whole thing perfectly.
The word
What?
play
Did
was
I?
totally gone. Like, back to you.
No.
Having mic issues, start the test and say something fun. We'll play your voice back to you.
Perfect.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
I think this is a DJ issue.
But that makes even less sense.
Well, no, because DJ's always been an issue.
The thing is, Jay, if you get someone who is looking at the analysis of shall we get electric ambulances, and they drive like I said, I have driven a Mercedes 220 diesel, and it has 1,000 miles of range, and the low fuel light comes on and at 200 plus miles left. It's ridiculous. If that's what you're used to driving, the concept of having a 200-mile range car that takes half an hour to recharge is horrible. But if he drives, on the other hand, an i3, he will be absolutely, this is fine, this is no problems. It's just a question, it's like the old days. I mean, people bitch constantly when their phones no longer lasted for a week of charge. I'm like this. But it does have a colour screen. You know, there's quite a jump forwards.
Well, if you're really worried about charge, why not get one with an extended battery?
Yes, I'll buy an iPhone with an extended battery. All right, they don't exist. I'm going to go buy a Samsung Galaxy with extended battery. Not good ones. Only fucking whacking great builder phones.
Yeah, third-party cases that have a battery attached to them. Those are pretty cool.
Who needed fuel?
Me, I am nearly out.
I will say I do like my Motorola because it has the biggest battery I can have on a phone just out of the box.
Exactly. Did you get the plus
like
5
Motorola
with yours?
Fuel, please.
Which one are you?
Well, but the tires.
The only one in
You're
range.
Pacific. No, apparently I can refuel myself
Okay.
or the trailer.
Yep, done. Cheers. Yeah, I mean, I carry around a 22.5 amp hour battery for my
further
phone,
forward.
which is insane. But it's lovely. It's absolutely wonderful. And I
Lovely.
can't imagine ever going anywhere without a phone bank. I've got 3. I've got a little teeny tiny one to run my bike camera off. I've got a whacking great one. And then it hasn't worn out, but I have an even fancier one that actually has a 7-segment display that shows exactly how much charge is remaining and how much current has either been put in or taken out.
7 segments, fancy.
I know.
My EDC bag has a 3-panel solar panel.
Yeah, I've also got one of those, and it's pointless. Like,
No, this is a solar panel that I bought separately, and then it just attaches to it.
yeah,
Because
Sometimes those are okay.
no. So I looked into this. The one I've got, it was about 80 quid, the solar panel. And then I looked into the maths, unfortunately. And basically, to charge my phone up, I'd need to be on holiday for like a week, and it had to be sunny.
Yeah.
But where the fuck am I going to go for a week, and it's going to be sunny, where in that week I can't charge up my phone power bank?
Anywhere else.
Yeah, like, so this doesn't happen. I can just go to my car and plug it in.
See, this is where the one that I got was different. It's an individual solar panel with a charge panel regulator, so it's pretty much like a fold-up solar panel, like what you'd get on a boat or a caravan or something like that.
And it will still take a week to charge a phone.
It's 110 or 115 watts. But if it's an emergency and I need to make a phone call,
Then your phone shouldn't be flat. Why would your phone be flat? You said you...
Because-
Wait, hold on, Jay, don't you keep going on about the enormous marine batteries that you got on your boat? Why would your phone be flat?
yes, when I'm in the middle of a field.
Why are you in the middle of a
What kind of
field?
life do you have?
Why are you in
I'm
the middle
so
of a
confused
field
now.
for 18 hours?
I've been in the middle of a field for 2 weeks before.
I don't know, this is getting pretty contrived. This
What?
scenario.
What? Why?
Jay, what kind of life do you have?
Yeah,
That sounds
what the
wild.
So why were you in the middle of a field for 2 weeks? You didn't go anywhere with a power socket.
No, I was camping in the middle of a field for 2 weeks.
Once,
And I
when
was
you were
having the
17.
absolute
Okay.
time. No, like 3 years ago.
And in that
Well, you
entire
should be
time,
having
you
a
didn't,
phone detox.
you didn't go near a USB socket.
No, I didn't leave the field.
You took with you
Why
2
did you
weeks
need your
worth of
phone?
water.
Were you on the run?
No,
Why did you need your phone?
because I was staying on a scout campsite, and
You were hanging around with young boys in shorts.
no,
You
Sounds
don't?
like it.
Oh.
No. Show us your wobble.
there was only me and 2 other adults on site at that time.
That's not making it sound any better.
Conspiracy.
Just me and 2 adults and a whole bunch of boys in shorts.
No,
That's what you said.
It's cold. They were wearing pants.
That doesn't make it any better in this country.
Oh.
No, but
yeah, they was definitely wearing more than pants, Ted.
my point was, I can't imagine a scenario where a solar panel would
Pants,
compete
not pants.
any appreciable charge compared to
Well-
just having a whacking great phone power bank.
This is what I was getting at. We had other power options available to us. Like we had car batteries that connected to solar panels and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the solar panel isn't doing anything. What you've got there is a whacking great lead acid battery and a solar panel of irrelevance.
But the solar panels were charging enough to run the lights for an hour, 2 hours of the night time.
Yes, you might run a
When
10
we were
watt
sitting
LED for a couple of hours off all day. Yeah, but right, you know you could have run that. You've got
But
a phone.
that's what we needed.
Yeah, but you've got a light on the back of your phone. You could have done with that.
Well, no, because it's a bit hard to do that and make tea and fucking.
Really?
Tea and fucking.
Hey Siri, torch on. There you go, easy.
Okay, I've turned
Hey.
torch on.
Hey Siri, torch off. Just lit up my room with a torch.
Okay, I've turned torch on.
Siri's
I
got
just shake my phone.
Yeah, I actually do that quite a lot at the arcade because quite often I can't like touch
I
the
know.
screen. I just like put it and then turn it off and on. That's insane. Okay. You probably want to top off. We're not too far away there.
Yeah, I need to
am-
back away from you a bit. I've nearly final destination to myself a couple of times on this journey.
Oh God.
I am behind you.
Yeah, bear
I
in mind
just
you're
got caught on
What
a
are
rock.
you three doing?
timber.
Convoy.
Oh yeah, convoy beat. Oh, that's the camera. Meow.
Now one.
I've had fucking John Denver stuck in my head all day.
I don't see a problem here.
Did he have your consent?
No. I made a phone call this
no.
morning, and the call waiting music was like the soundtrack to Annie's song with no lyrics, and it was just like the first 5 bars on constant repeat.
Annie's song. Do you mean It's a Hard Knock Life?
No, by John Denver. Annie's
Tomorrow.
song.
Oh. I spent the last. First of all, apologies for starting my transmission with which is something I tell JL for. Secondly, I spent the last week waking up every morning with the Severance theme in my head, which is alright because it's nice earworm.
I keep waking up with Burning Heat from Gradius 3 in my head, and I don't know why.
Maybe you need to exorcise it.
Well, I would do, but it's broken at the minute.
If you've been waking up with burning heat, does that not mean
Burning within a...
Slept on the rail-jacks again.
you've been applying too much deep heat,
Well, not enough.
like Mr. Malfoy's dad?
Jason... Someone... No?
No.
Hey Siri,
It's
who played
Jason.
Malfoy's dad in the films?
Jason someone.
I'm sorry, I don't have that.
Can't hear
Right.
Siri.
No, Siri's like, dunno. Dunno, mate. Right.
Lucius Malfoy.
Yeah, we know that. Who's
Brilliant.
the actor?
Oh,
Hey
you know our
Siri,
company, by the
who
way.
Yes.
played Lucius Malfoy?
Which one? I found 4 Lucius Malfoy.
All of
Potter and
them.
The Order of the Phoenix.
Stupid thing.
Harry Potter and
Losing
the
you,
Order of
dude.
the Phoenix features Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, Emma Watson, and others.
And others. Why?
He was the same dude that played the evil captain in The Patriot.
And he was also.
Oh,
in
I thought you were going
Lord
to say...
He was also in
He
Lord of the
was, wasn't he?
Rings. Yeah, he was. The,
And he was in Star Trek, wasn't he, as well?
Was he?
yeah, he played.
Discovery, yeah.
Yeah, he played Worf.
Captain Orca or something?
He played Worf in Next
Captain
Generation.
Orca?
Oh,
Aw.
No, that's Michael Dawn.
Some of us don't see colour.
What?
It was a makeup anyway. No, that's not what we're saying.
Was it Captain Orca?
I don't remember. It's not.
Sorry.
I don't know. I've just watched all of Voyager. Pretty much, I've binged it over the last 2 weeks.
I'm
So
sorry.
Sorry to hear that.
it's actually.
It is good, but Janeway's so awful.
What gets me is basically.
She's better than Chakotay.
Well, so far, I can sum up all of Tuvok's episodes as in Tuvok's got Pon Far again. Oh, okay. Like that's it. It's been 3 times now. And it's
Never mind that. Who played Malfoy's dad?
I don't.
there is a truck here by the exit. Am I in the wrong place?
Yes. You needed to take a left.
Jason
Thing
Isaac.
up on
It is.
the-
Okay. A, it is Jason Isaacs, and B, I couldn't type it, and I just googled luscious Malfoy, but thankfully I got the right answer anyway.
Well, Google's good about that.
And unfortunately, looking at the information has cost me all of my momentum.
It came to me eventually. Thank you, Brian.
What are we
That's what you
doing
say.
today, Pinky?
Thanks,
Same
Brain.
thing we do every day.
Taking over the world.
Same thing we do every night. Snowrunner.
Oh,
And walkabout mini golf.
I would
And
love to play
Borderlands.
walkabout mini golf.
Buy a quest. Stop making excuses. No one's that poor. Oh, God.
Would you like a copy of my bank balance?
Tell me more
Like,
about white
no,
privilege,
sorry.
Father.
Wow.
Jay, I'm sorry.
You filled the twin steer up while you were there, Jay?
If either of your children ever say that to you, I will laugh so much.
Like that's just fucking wrong.
Yeah.
There
Sorry, I
are
was feeling boisterous.
there are
some-
nuances to that joke that I'm not going to go into on stream.
There are
You did
so
you did buy that
many-
DLC though.
What DLC?
I don't know. I bet you have. I bet you bought some DLC this year.
This year I did, yeah. I've spent a whole 15 quid, 20 quid on games this year.
What was it you said? Something that you told me yesterday because I was having this conversation. You said something cost 50p, and I was like, "That's 1/600th of a quest too."
Yes. Like, okay, I get it.
Uh oh.
I do understand your point of view, but at the same time,
But you're missing something out of the equation, right? Which is the amount of fun that you'll have with it. So you can't just
I
base
would
buying decisions
love-
on your ability to pay. You also have to consider how much you'll enjoy it, because sometimes
Okay.
that overwrites your purchasing power.
I mean, so it's important to note that season 1 of Star Trek Discovery, the first half of it was pretty fucking dire. But I made it better by watching most of it on my Quest 2 in the cinema in VR, which made
I'm
it.
gonna go through to the
almost
next
tolerable.
map, Jay. And you follow me, turn around, and go back. That's gonna be faster than what it is you're trying to do.
Okay, I'm going. Are you pushing me? No, I just suddenly started moving.
No, no, I wasn't going to push you. I was going to just come
Thank you
alongside
for the fuel.
slightly and then use the winch.
That would be cool.
did I refuel you? Did I
I'll say,
get you?
it's moving.
Actually, you've got those
Fuel from
telegraph poles
somewhere.
there. You can use those telegraph
Cool.
poles. You don't need me.
I've
yeah,
only just been able to
come
reach this
through.
one. There we go.
Use the telegraph poles, Luke. That's what they're for. Poles for tugging.
Yeah, unfortunately, now I'm out of.
Use your rear winch. Winch from the rear.
I don't.
Or
Have,
even
I don't
from-
have a rear. I've only got a
You've got it
side.
on your trailer. Rubbish.
You want to winch from
Go on,
the
on.
trailer?
Yes, you just need a little push. Yeah, because even if you pull it
Then
off
you
at an
should
angle,
just
it
give it a
reduces
hit
the
again and go back.
weight pulling down the hill.
Oh, yeah.
And it should turn you around.
Gently.
I am doing it. Well, if I do it gently, it won't do anything.
The other kind of gently.
That's from Princess Bride.
Oh.
Gently.
Was it?
Yeah.
I saw something on Reddit. They're like, why is the Black Panther movie almost rated the same as Princess Bride on Rotten Tomatoes? That makes no sense.
Because Black Panther was the first film to be directed by, produced by, written by, and starring African American actors.
Really?
But Princess Bride is amazing.
Yeah, my point. The thing is, and people pointed out, if Black Panther was just a film written by black blokes, directed by white blokes, produced by white blokes, it wouldn't have been quite such anything. But because it was a quite such,
Tour de force.
yeah. All right, I quite like.
The guy that was in that, the lead, he died of cancer, didn't he?
He did, and he continued to do Make-A-Wish right until the end, which makes me tear up a little.
Yeah.
Think about it. Lovely bloke. Really sad to hear him in What If as well, because he recorded all his What If lines before he died.
And I was going to say, everybody fucking went against him, didn't they? Like, when they saw him, they said that it had been because it made it big time.
Maybe in the news outlets you read,
Yeah.
Like, everybody was saying that he was on drugs or something. It was the only way he could lose that
yeah,
much
he was.
weight.
He was looking unhealthy. Yeah, Vanity Fair might. I don't know about everybody. Yeah, Vanity Fair were like, oh, he looked underweight. He's he's anorexic or doing drugs. Yes. And if you watch like Sean Locke's last few things, he was looking very unwell as well.
Well,
You're winching on me.
I'm not wishing
What are you doing?
I'm trying to winch that telegraph pole to my left, and it's not.
Oh.
what was it that Alan Rickman died of?
His heart stopped.
Oh, what? It wasn't like a cancer, like
Yeah,
a
I
long
think,
going.
I think it was cancer.
That was a joke.
Can you grab the 3 new missions in Blackbird?
Can I what?
There's more missions to grab.
But I'm not there. I was.
Sorry, I'm not doing nothing. I don't have enough torque in this to even wheel spin. It's just sitting there, holding it on the... Well, not doing anything.
Which shouldn't be a thing.
No. Because the car would stall, or your clutch would just...
Touch my bum.
Your clutch would just catch fire.
I'm okay with that. We have spare parts.
You want to truck clutch?
I did read on the subreddit.
So you don't need me after that.
No.
The test server right now has a lot of the fixes we've been bitching about for years coming. So I'm not sure what made them decide that now's the time, but they either hired someone that knows enough about coding to actually handle these problems, or they stopped haranguing them that they needed to make money making content.
So what you're saying, the network, a lot of networking issues are fixed.
It's sorry.
Yo, you saved my life. Stop nicking my line.
My lad.
Well,
Touch my bum.
My lad.
No.
you did say something about an i3 before. I knew it was only a matter of time.
Oh.
About an i3. That was me. I mentioned the i3.
Yeah, no. So it's only a matter of time before the other side shows up.
Ah. No, what
Do
you
you know
say
what?
is...
Having a conversation with Sai is so fucking confusing because you go Sai and both of them answer.
You just say,
Sorry.
Mini Countryman. Don't call one of them Sai, the other one call him Mini Sai.
Mini
Which one's
size.
the smallest?
No, because
One
he works-
Sai and one
he works
is.
for Mini.
Oh.
Ironically,
thought you worked
I
for
believe...
BMW.
I believe...
Is it how tall are you? I'm 6'1".
I believe the taller one works for Mini and the smaller one
5'10"
doesn't,
at
so...
most.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Just to make
So
things...
that-
5'10" and a half.
Just make it so.
If I stand up straight, 5'10" and a half. If that.
I don't know what happened there, but I got like fucking 3 minutes of conversation all at once.
It's hot.
That happens. Hey, contract complete. Right.
I was bringing the turret over there to help y'all.
Right, just question. We all know where. We all know where the Big Apple is, right?
I've got 2 small ones and a big one downstairs in a bowl.
Yes,
That's
is
pretty
it? Yes, we do. What's the point?
Do you know where Minneapolis?
Is he a dad?
Wisconsin?
I am a dad. Hi. Right, what's next?
So Blackbird has an
I'm
exclamation
a lot
mark
of
next to it.
Fuel
Adam,
and repair you.
Yes.
do you know the phonetic alphabet?
Oh, God.
I know a phonetic alphabet.
The official one that people officially use?
Yes, asshole, bollocks, cunt, dick.
No,
fuck.
you don't. You're, I think. Do you actually genuinely not know it?
Yes,
Because
of course I fucking know it. What the hell?
Go on, then.
I have my ham operator's radio license that is almost definitely no longer valid.
Yeah. Okay. In which case, never mind.
Why?
No reason.
Oh, you don't really want me to do it because I'll get it wrong.
Do it.
Alpha.
Because I did. Izzard and Jade, did I get it right yesterday? Did I even claim to know it?
You
learnt it. You learnt it a bit.
I learned bits of it. Yeah. Go on, Adam.
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, Lima,
No.
Miss
I.
Indigo. No, is it Indigo?
Yeah, the prerequisite is knowing your alphabet,
Yeah.
then the phonetic alphabet.
Yeah, okay, Indigo. Mike,
Must be a country thing.
November, Oscar.
No, JK,
Papa.
LM.
Oh God,
Mike.
Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Papa,
That reminds me.
Sierra, Tango, fucking Whiskey, X-Ray, Yankee, Zulu. Which one have I missed? Quebec.
Close enough.
Oh,
Right, so that reminds me.
I said Oscar.
Best bit yesterday, me and Jay were trying to coach Malcolm through the phonetic alphabet, and we got to K, and he didn't know what it was, so we were giving him clues. And Jay said, think weights, or it's a
metric measure of weight.
and Malcolm said kilograms. It's just so twee. Can you imagine sort of trying to give a vehicle range and you're like, kilograms?
That's the answer to the question he asked me. But yeah, I never claimed to know what it was, and I was just like, I know bits of it, but I was trying to get through it. It was quite funny.
It was entertaining.
I just did all of it, didn't I? I mean, I missed out some letters,
Yeah,
but,
you
I
did,
went
yeah.
back to them.
You missed a couple.
Yeah, but I went back to them.
We went
Yeah,
back.
that was like I said, that was just not knowing the alphabet. You knew the phonetic alphabet.
Yeah, you really struggle with the alphabet, apparently.
Well, that's because I was busy trying to remember the next letter of the phonetic.
With numbers.
And it is.
Well, guess what? They're the normal alphabet.
Well,
I for you all is indigo.
India for India.
Adam did say
Yeah.
indigo.
India.
And I said indigo yesterday as well, to be fair.
Okay, we're doing mountain pipeline building, and I am getting service spare parts. There are many other things to
Change
get.
the subject very quickly.
Yeah, well, because what this is, Malcolm, this is called parallelism. You should look it up. So you guys can now start that quest, and now you can continue to talk bollocks. Go, Malcolm.
Sorry,
I think
what?
actually you'll find it's called multi-threading.
No, it's not.
Con loaf in the wild. Why is this out here?
Because it's awesome.
Sorry.
I mean, yeah.
Right, have something specific to do, please.
Yes, mountain pipeline building. I'm doing surface spare parts. We need 2 metal beams, 1 medium pipes, 1 small pipes. And I believe they all come from this map.
I'm fixing Jay's mess.
Mountain pipeline building, which is a sort of an eagle doing a shit on someone's head icon.
Why don't you leave that from when we're playing together?
Because I'm going to be away for 10 days.
Yay!
Play Snowrunner because your server's full.
Oh, then I'll hop out.
Why don't you just
Alright.
stream it when you're abroad? Take your laptop. Get a proper laptop. Get a Mac.
No, yeah, Razer. Is it Razer? I'm sure Razer make gaming laptops.
Yeah, my wife has one of those, but I mean, if I wanted to play games,
Your
I definitely
wife
wouldn't.
has a Razer gaming laptop.
Yes, a Razer Blade Stealth 14,
Why?
13.
What? Why?
Why? Because she plays video games. Next question.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, you sexist.
She does, yeah.
No, I've met her a lot. What does
You've
she
met
play?
my wife.
My wife.
Oh.
What does she play?
To be honest, generally she doesn't
Stardew Valley.
that demanding, but she does play. She quite likes the games like Jurassic Park.
That's an awesome game.
Sims, random shit like that. But yeah,
Okay.
she has the ability to actually play real games on that laptop.
Yeah, I think I can't remember how big mine is.
Oh.
I've got a very, very expensive Razer Blade, but it has a 300 hertz screen, and fuck me, Borderlands on a 300 hertz
I know.
screen is gorgeous.
Hers has got. I think it's a 16. No, what is it? It's a 6. I can't remember what the graphics card is. It's not the most powerful one. It's
Yeah.
not bad.
Mine's
I think I know that, but
2080.
it does. It's enough.
Mine's a 28.
Yeah, no, hers not that powerful. She mainly, to be honest, she mainly plays like RuneScape on it, but she doesn't obviously need that.
Yeah.
But when she does
That's
play games,
amazing.
I'm
but when
glad,
she does play games on it, like she's got it. So,
I'm glad I
whatever.
have more things to tease her about next time I see her.
I mean, do it. I tease her about it enough.
RuneScape is where you go when you get banned from Warcraft.
Well, do you know the thing about it? She hates games where you have to do combat. Like she doesn't like combat in video games at all, which I understand. I get that. World of Warcraft requires it. RuneScape doesn't. And I was like, which other games? What other kind of MMOs are there?
I disagree.
I'm sorry. Go and kill 10 of these things
I
to get this
believe
loot.
in Warcraft it would be possible to level up purely through crafting if that was your thing.
Yeah, but that's not doing the game or playing the game or doing the quest, is it?
Back in a minute.
I mean, some people like that stuff.
Promise or a threat?
But I was thinking about this. I was like, which games are there? What kind of MMOs are there? Because she does like RuneScape, but that don't have combat in them. That aren't combat related.
This is a discussion I had with Max because I said to him, once you suddenly get at the time a 5-year-old girl who wants to play computer games, you're like, you can play it. No. And then you think to yourself, what games are there with no violence or death in them? None. And you're like, yeah, like Snowrunner, for example, has no violence or death in it. Nothing. But
That's another way Jay was driving yesterday. I think someone
but
died.
no one can get hurt. Your character can never get hurt, and there are no other things to hurt. No explosions, no fire, no death. But name me another game with no violence in it at all.
Brought to you by Michael Bay.
Tetris?
Tetris.
Tetris is like one of the best-selling games there is. So
Yeah. Most down to the number of platforms it's on. That's old. And then you're like,
That poor Russian guy that got screwed out of
music
all
rhythm
that.
games?
yes, that's actually quite a good genre for no violence.
She quite likes what do you call them? Those games where you click on like something, you do stuff, and then you come back X hours later.
Oh,
Idle games.
Idle games. She likes idle games.
Fucking love idle games.
I know you do.
I like
But
incremental games rather than idle games, to be fair. Because I mean, I was at a LAN party and I was playing Cookie Clicker when it first came out. Sorry, not Cookie Clicker. Sorry, Clicker Heroes. And someone was like, "Oh, do you just click?" And I said, "Well, actually," I said, "I've gone with a cumulative build. So what I've actually got is an auto clicker that will actually stack up to like 1,000,000 clicks in order to build up these combos. Because I put these skill points in, I got these supporting characters." And at this point, his face lit up, went, "It's really deep. These games are really deep and really, really complicated." So you can get ones where you literally idle, ones where you have to click constantly, ones where it encourages you to be offline or online. You can build it up. Yeah, I really like incremental games. I like games with no limits or end. That's why I like Mother Gunship, because it was complete batshit insanity, the amount going on, and it was just great.
All I can hear when you were saying
It's excitement.
I played it when I first came out at a LAN party. I was like, you fucking hipster.
Well, it's not my fault you don't get invited to LAN parties.
That reminds me
Just the thing on the
of
LAN party, funnily
Bridge
enough.
Builder. We were playing that before it was cool.
Yes. It was it was probably about 2 in the
cool.
morning. Yeah, so Bridge Builder is a single player game. At 2 in the morning I went, "Who here is not playing Bridge Builder?" And the only response was someone going, "I'm just downloading it."
Voice.
That's it. That was his voice when he was younger. But the only response was, "I'm just downloading it now." Everybody else was playing Bridge Builder. Like the whole LAN stopped to play this single player game that came out.
Adam was the one who was just downloading it.
And I did the sound effects the
Could be.
sequel.
Who has not playing Bridge Builder?
I had to spend a month
Shitty
playing
face.
Army outdoors, and everyone was playing Plants vs Zombies.
I love that game too.
What, you mean like the original? The 2D
Oh,
thing?
the OG one.
The OG game was magical.
It was playing it.
The Xbox
This
version.
was
Playing the
before
new version.
anyone had even finished it. Like, it was brand new, and everyone's like, "Yeah, you're playing this."
Yeah, it was a lovely
No,
game.
I'm gonna play freaking Crisis Core on my PSP. Leave me alone.
The Xbox version was actually one of the best because it had a 2-player co-op mode where one of you could pick up Sun and build plants together.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Which was like actually
I think
better.
I think I actually played that on your Xbox.
Actually, really
you probably
freaking
did, yeah.
sick.
So I am just. I've got
I'm
the service spare parts are en route, by the way. So
Okay.
We-
I've
Yeah, I'll
got
get
both
metal
sets of
beams,
pipes.
I think.
We need 2 metal beams.
I'll get the metal beams then.
2 metal beams. Unfortunately, Sai does listen to No Such Thing as a Fish, so I can't get all of my fun facts from that. But hopefully, I've only just started listening to it, so I've started at the beginning. So hopefully I can.
You could listen to podcast of Unnecessary Detail. It's a good one.
No, I've got like 700 episodes of No Such Thing as a Fish to catch up on, so I'm good.
This truck is so big I have to back it up a hill. Let's see how this goes. But none of you have made it to this map yet, so I won't be
which,
backing up.
I'm on
anymore.
episode 16 of No Such Thing as a fish, but I've done like 35 of the newest episodes, and then I thought I'd jump back to the oldest ones.
No such thing as a fish?
There's no such thing as a fish.
Okay. Is this an argument?
Citation required, Adam.
Yeah.
Citation required.
What's a fish?
Is this an argument
Define-
that needs multiple
Define a fish.
episodes to fight?
You can't define a fish. There's no such thing as a fish.
Okay.
Like,
You know one when you see it.
What, a crab? Is a crab a fish?
That's the best you can
It's a
do.
dolphin a
Oh, I
fish.
can't see a crab at the moment.
So a carp isn't a fish?
That's not what he said.
Well, if there's no such thing as a fish, like that's the entire premise of the show.
No, the show
Yeah.
is basically
600
Fun facts.
episodes.
yeah.
Both fish and chips twice, please, mate.
Okay,
Where's my chips?
okay,
There's
so
no such thing as fish, sir.
the point is a tuna a fish?
Yes.
Right.
I think so.
Is a,
Piano tuna, isn't
is a shark a fish?
Yes.
Is a stingray a fish?
Yes.
You know these things have nothing in common, right?
Gills.
The
So they live in the sea.
So they are
Next.
no. They are animals that usually breathe through gills, mostly have bodies covered in scales, and
No,
usually
I didn't say they breathe through
think-
gills. I said they have gills.
fish that don't have gills. Fuck's sake. Like lungfish. There we go. That was easy. Good name. Lungfish don't have gills. The point is, you can't. There's no such thing as a
Well,
fish. It's just too wide a category to use.
So these arguments over the fishing industry are just a complete sham, then.
Well, yeah, they're mostly of a cod, aren't they? But birds, frogs, lizards, turtles, mammals, and in fact all vertebrates evolved from fish, so they should also be fish.
Incidentally, I can't remember the last time I actually. When I get fish and chips, it's generally not cod.
No, it's
That'd be nice.
battered
It's usually
sausage and curry sauce.
Always
And that's it's what you order.
Yeah, because I go to the battered
If it's
sausage.
not actually cod, I don't think it's actually cod. Or if it is,
What, in
you
the
pay
sausage?
quite a lot
I hope not.
extra for it.
No, it is cod. You can get cod or
Right, what do you get then? Haddock,
haddock.
Salmon.
You can get cod or haddock.
plaice. What fish do you get?
Sushi.
Do you go into a fish and chips? You go fish and chips twice, and you're like, I have no idea what I'm gonna get. It could be anything.
Well, I said, there's no such thing
the fried
as a
bit.
fish, sir. You can just have chips.
It's not just a fish of the day.
That's
No
It's all
such thing as
fried
fish of the
anyway.
day,
What
sir.
difference does it make? It's like when was the last time you changed your oil?
But
That's all you
the-
care about.
The point is, it's impossible to define what a fish is without finding things that people would call fish that definitely aren't fish. Like, given that sharks don't have scales, lungfish don't have gills, and there's a bunch of them without fins.
Well, sharks are very smooth, so that makes sense.
No, sharks are very well. Some are smooth, some are rough. So even that doesn't work. But none of them have got scales.
Right, there was a fish and chip shop near us until recently.
Is it just a chip
it was
shop
a
now?
Chinese run. It was a Chinese run shop, and they did Chinese as well. But next door they had next door.
They're
a fish and
usually
chip
really
shop.
good.
Bit racist.
Yeah, and with your fish and chips, you got a little sack. Well, actually, like a little a baggie, like a
probably
little
had the
sort of
appendix.
2-inch square Ziploc bag
Phrasing.
with some sort of crystalline substance in it,
Was it
which looked
blue?
very dubious. And you put this on your fish and chips, and it was amazing. It was so good.
Wait,
I had no
how-
idea
how-
what it was.
Oh, well, I think I know what it might be actually.
And now they're closed down. So you tell me.
Monosodium glutamate.
Might well be, yeah.
MSG.
It basically,
Yeah.
it was whatever it was. It made you keep coming back. So yeah,
Yeah.
probably was.
It's MSG.
And a bit of salt. It was really, really tasty.
Oh no.
Yeah, so many years
Umami.
ago, a restaurant critic, he would complain that MSG gave him headaches. And this became a thing. Everyone knows that MSG gives you headaches, even though it doesn't. There's never been any proof. And I read a fantastic article by
Bursting effect.
a person who bought a couple of kilos of MSG and then kept inviting friends over and giving them 2 small meals, one with MSG and one without. MSG just makes stuff taste better. It's amazing. It's not bad for you in any way. It's just been one of those it's a chemical that got demonized. Not really sure why, mostly due to a restaurant critic. But yeah, there's no side effects from it.
I know I like it.
Yeah, it's often described as is it the 6th flavour, the 5th flavour?
Umami.
Umami, thank you.
Oh, is that what it is? Is that okay? So
It's basically
Literally-
savoury flavour. You've got
Nice.
sweet and salt and bitter, and it gives you savoury.
umami's the taste of protein.
Yeah,
Your mummy likes the taste of my protein.
And there's
yeah.
That was pretty good, I think.
Thank you, DJ. Thank you, DJ.
Not your best.
No.
Your mummy likes the taste of my protein. I think that was excellent.
Well, first of all,
Someone
you said
had
mummy. Who
700
does that?
You mummy. Your
Oh
mummy.
God, I completely missed it. Yeah.
Ah.
Okay. Apologies.
Sorry, no, your
Yeah.
mammy.
Went over my
Your
head.
mummy. Wow.
Oh god.
That joke wasn't to my taste.
So the whole MSG is bad for you thing was just somebody whinging at a restaurant?
Pretty much, yeah. Like it's a bit like saccharin and aspartame and all. Not aspartame, the other one. The various sweeteners. I mean, I don't like to use the word big, but big sugar in the US have an enormous stranglehold. And
Oh,
they
high
keep-
fructose.
Yeah, and they keep
High
on
corn syrup.
doing like studies to show you how much like saccharin gives you cancer and aspartame gives you cancer, and it just doesn't. They keep trying to do these studies and they can't prove any, not even correlation, let alone causation. It doesn't. It's a boring, inert substance. It's like sorbitol. Your body does not know what to do with the pipeline shut. Your body doesn't know what to do with sorbitol. That's why if you have too much of it, you get the squits. It doesn't cause anything. Your body goes, don't know what this is, get rid of it. Don't know what
Every day there's a new article telling you that something's now carcinogenic, and it'll flip and flop, and then it'll
Oh,
be.
this is California doing California things.
Yeah.
Milk gives you cancer. Milk is the best thing for you against cancer.
Well, too much milk will kill you.
I did have a chat with someone who is, I'll say, a weird vegan, and he basically said that drinking the milk of other animals is weird and unnatural. I'm like, yes, but it does taste good. I'm not going to argue it's not weird.
Yeah.
My cat loves it too, so it's not just humans to do it. Cats would definitely suck the milk straight out of a cow if they could get away with it.
Yeah. Who discovered you can drink cow's milk? What the fuck were they thinking?
Yeah, exactly. What? Like, yeah, that's a pretty. Must have been a pretty weird day.
They were thinking, I'm really fucking thirsty, and that cow...
Or horny.
It's leaking.
Actually, given that it's human beings, that's probably the correct one. I'm just going to wank this cow off into my mouth. This tastes delicious. There's pints of it. Have you ever had fresh
Wait a
milk? Right?
minute. Yes, I had a farm holiday when I was a
Yeah.
kid.
Right,
To
warm,
scrape the cream off.
yeah, warm raw milk is amazing.
Straight onto the Alpen,
No, just squirt it straight into my mouth.
and then,
Apparently,
a little bit of
Squirting into
MSG.
your
Oh, mwah.
and apparently, actually sucking it straight out of the cow is considered tasteless and crass.
In that order?
I have one.
Wait, so it's tasteless if you get it straight from the cow, but somehow magically tastes better in a cereal bowl.
No, it's
That
okay to
texture is
squirt
decent.
it in your mouth. It's if you actually, pop the teat in your mouth and give it a good old suck. That is apparently beyond the pale.
Put them in your mouth and suck them.
Odd.
Them.
You ought to know better than that.
I mean, Malcolm, if you can find me a picture of 4 grown men suckling on a cow's teat,
No, thanks.
I'll give you
No, I'm good.
25 pence.
Straight to rule 34.
That's 1,000.
No, I'm sorry.
1,200 have a quest.
I've learned from your thing there must be no sexual gratification from these men. They must merely be thirsty. Or not enjoying it. Either is good.
Wantanda. They must be thirsty.
Yes. So my next question is, what was your intent
Yeah.
when you put the cow in your mouth?
The cow, the whole cow. Fucking hell.
I did have a steak.
Yeah,
the
that's
other
the
day.
noise the cow made.
I was going to say, Malcolm, have you never been to a steakhouse? Because that's pretty much what they
Yes.
do. How much of a cow would you
No,
like?
The law is,
Yeah.
the law is quite clear on that, Malcolm. It can be any part of the cow. It's the intent that matters.
In fact, Malcolm, I'll give you 50p if you go out to a restaurant tomorrow night and ask for a steak that you can sexually enjoy.
That's 1/600th of a
Of a cow?
of a quest, too.
Yes, but you've already got a quest too, so...
I know, but I'm talking about that for Jay. So Jay could jump on that topic and suddenly have
Yes,
1/600th
if
of
Jay
a quest.
goes up... Yeah, but then he has to buy a steak, so I think there's going to be a net loss overall. Well, not if he gets chucked out.
Further away.
Oh, in that case, no deal.
Unless he gets chucked out instead of then giving him a steak. Going, you want to do what? Fuck off.
You passed it, DJ. You very much passed it.
I'm past what?
You're taking
Over the hill.
You're taking the parts to the pipeline, right?
What does it say at the top right of your screen? Oh, Tad, my Tad.
Oh, mine says restore the caterpillar. I need 600 parts.
Well, 600.
Oh, you already. Yeah, you really need a lot of parts to fix the cat.
Oh, right, repair parts. Sorry, not 600 like service parts. I know. I'm doing.
I wish the box of service parts counted. That would be sick. Even if it's just 100.
No, I'm racing side to deliver metal beams.
You're going the wrong way.
No, I'm
metal
not.
beams are in the.
Metal beams are next
Metal
to me.
be-
Shut up, Tad. What are you talking about? Metal beams are right
You
here.
gotta go to the factory, not the warehouse.
I'm going to
Mappy
the.
one.
I'm going to the.
Oh, you're
factory.
doing it that way. Oh, have fun in that pit.
Oh, it's a storage zone. Oh, maybe it doesn't have any bollocks. Well, let's find out. No, it doesn't have a number, so therefore it has them.
Yeah, it has infinite. Yeah.
Yes.
No, you're going the right way now, but
I
that's
know I'm
not
going
a
the
fun
right
pit.
way. You're not a fun pit.
The way you were going was where I got all the pipes, though. Some good pipe in there.
Which pit am I? Is it the pit I'm in? I'm doing.
Yes. Oh. Oh, are you in a Zik?
Yes.
Oh, that's why.
What were you in? Fucking Hummer.
I'm trying to remember. This was when I first did Alaska. I was probably in the White Star. It wasn't going well.
Oh yeah. So the dump truck I saw the other day that I put a picture of in the chat, or cement lorry, it kind of looked like a Zik. That's why I took a photo of it, like a big 8-wheeler with a hilarious logo on the side. Oh, lag. Management. Oh, okay. I can only fit one metal beams. So, are you coming with metal beams? Or was that just a?
Yep.
Is that you are actually coming with metal beams, or your plan is to come with metal beams?
Well, my plan is I've just loaded up one metal beam.
Okay, cool.
I'm trying to fit a trailer.
I've got the other one. Don't worry about it. I've got the other one.
Oh, good, because I can't attach a trailer because I've got the crane.
Now, is there a shortcut? Yes. Am I going to take it? Yeah. I hope that Mother Gunship Forge, the sequel, does have more than 2-player, because it has got VR, and you get to assemble your gun in VR, which looks ever so good. And that was the biggest thing wrong with the game, is trying to assemble the gun in 2D was a bit of a ball ache.
I'm annoyingly excited for Kayak VR. Did you watch the multiplayer trailer of that?
Yeah, I might get that.
It looked amazing.
I'm imagining they couldn't add decent-looking avatars that weren't just distractingly bad, so they just left the oars, and that's good enough.
Who'd have thought that the mission to the top and back would have made you go back down the hill?
So, Tad,
Did you get that? Did you get the quest for that?
Which one?
To the top and back. I just finished it, but it's a timed mission, so I don't know if you all got anything for that.
I've got a question for you.
Go ahead.
What would be your favourite choice of animal to evolve to take over the world and make humans their slaves, like in Planet of the Apes, but with it not being apes, but the animal you said instead?
There's only one answer. There's only one answer to this, though. This is an easy one. Let's see if Tag gives
Squid
the
or
right answer.
octopus, one or the other.
What?
One of them's, or octopus is already smart enough. Yeah, octopus. They are tasty.
But they're enslaving humans, so
I don't know how they're
much
going to
chance?
manage that being that delicious, but all right.
So you're saying if octopuses slaved humanity, you'd eat them?
Yes. Delicious.
There's a superhero movie we're not going to say.
I mean, I think piranha fish find humans delicious, but they haven't hasn't stopped us eating them.
Well, yeah. Why be competitive when you can just eat the people eating you?
You are quite correct about octopodes being smart. And there was one in a zoo, and it was unhappy about its food, so it left the tank, went through the facility, threw the food at its keeper, and then went back to its tank because it didn't like the food. So it can get out at any point. It just didn't want to, as long as the food was good.
Yep. What was it? There was a aquarium that kept having fish disappearing. And they couldn't figure it out until they got the camera right. And the octopus had memorized the guard's pattern so that he would know when he could hop out of his tank, go across the hallway to the other tank, go in there, eat his fill of the fish, and then crawl back before the guard came back. They had to duct tape that tank shut. They're like, you're not getting out again.
The correct answer was Labradors.
Yeah.
Right, Adam, I've got a question for you.
Wait, hold on, but I've just given my answer to the last question. Discuss.
Okay, go on then. Yeah, I think I said lovely fluffy dogs as well.
Labradors. Labradors love people, so yeah. Okay, different question for me. I'm ready.
That was a Rick and Morty episode, wasn't it?
That was a Rick and Morty episode. Yes, some are wearing my testicles.
So you and a super intelligent snail are both given £1 million and the gift of immortality. What?
Tungsten sphere. Wait, do you not know the correct answer to this one? Do you really not know? Oh my god, this is amazing.
I haven't had to ask the question.
Right.
I haven't had the question.
So the question is, there is a super intelligent snail, and if it ever reaches you, you die. Otherwise, you're both immortal. What do you do?
And your answer was tungsten.
What you do is you spend $1 million. So the first things first, I keep an eye on the snail. It's tempting to hop on a plane or a train and get as far away as possible. But once I do that, he's gone, and I will never see him again until, the 3rd of July, 2072, and he slips in the door and slides on to me before I notice him. No. You stay in range of the snail, slowly moving away from it until snail containment plan A, part A is done. You grab your phone, you call up someone you can trust with your life, you tell them to come to your location within the hour to bring a metal cash box, a good padlock, and a firearm. Once they arrive, I inform them of the deal. I ask them to grab the snail, shove it in the metal box, and lock it up. Once the sale is secured, I ask my friend to carry the box around, never letting it out of their sight, and to prevent its opening with as much force as required. Let's say I give them 50 grand to do this, so I'm left with 950,000. At that point, I am on the phone again. I phone a tungsten machining service in Willowbrook, Illinois, and I ask them to construct for me a hollow tungsten sphere with a sealable opening with both exterior bolts and sintering. I ask them for a rush job and a thick wall depth, perhaps a foot thick, tungsten. That will cost about 100 grand. Once the tungsten ball arrives, I get my friend to transfer the snail into the ball. I then get them to pour a little salt down inside the hole after it, just to give the snail a reminder of who he is dealing with. Once the snail and the salt are inside, we seal the hollow sphere with the bolts. Tungsten is one of the strongest materials there is. It's basically, you could drop it into lava and it wouldn't melt. At that point, I buy an industrial crucible of molten iron. I drop the tungsten sphere into the molten iron and let it cool. It's about another 100,000. You then have basically it will come out eventually. I then drop the whole thing into the Marianas Trench. At this point, I use my money to invest into SpaceX, Astronaut Project, whatever, and then I can leave the Earth, and I book my ticket onto the first generation ship headed to any other planet. However, I can't think in such a short-sighted manner. I'm immortal. I need to think like it. Eventually, the sun is going to burn the Earth to a crisp, and that snail is going to be free. It might take him a few million years to land on something, but he'll do it eventually, and he will construct a spacecraft and begin crawling towards me again. Now I care about light cones and black holes. Earth's got to go. So I use a gravity tractor to push the Earth into a black hole, and then I will fly away on my lightspeed ship for the rest of thing. This is where the universe ends.
Just pause a second, because I would. No, you can carry on in a second, but the thing is, I think my argument is by this point in the proceedings, I do think that you might be immortal, but you're still human, and I think you'd get so fed up and just stressed out by having to constantly having the back of mind. You just touched the snail. You just touched the snail.
No. But that's the way the universe ends.
Carry on.
With nothing in it except for infrared heat, one hyper-intelligent snail suspended in an inky void, and one human screaming away from it at 0.9 C.
Yeah, that's the right answer.
But yeah, it's an amazing solution because until the sun dies, you're pretty good.
It's a great question.
Malcolm, there is a gap, but I don't know if you'll be able to join. Jay has left.
I have, yes. That is my purpose. I just wanted to let you finish your ramble before I said I'm going to call it a night tonight.
Your ramble.
I'm not going to get no peace.
I can't get no peace.
I'll see you lot tomorrow.
Okay.
So yeah.
Ta-da!
Oh, tired. I might have some repair points on me. I do. If Malcolm, you
Pick
can't
it up
join.
to the cat at the top of the map.
Yeah, I will. I've just wrote you all on my map.
I will let you know. I'm just driving a little bit in Snowrunner.
Well, that's what we're playing.
My Snowrunner.
What's next?
I am just. What do you have any repair points? No, you don't. I don't know.
Well, you gotta click on all those quests and accept them all. Yep. It's like 5. It's 1, 2.
3, 4, 5.
Just 2.
Tad, I've got another question for you.
Click on the other companies.
Tad, if you could have a dream dinner party with any person living or dead, who would you employ to do the washing up?
I also choose this guy's dead wife.
Here's some more details. They would not be allowed to join the dinner party, but they would get tantalising snippets of the conversation that always cut off before the interesting bit / punchline.
So yeah, who do you hate the most, but in a low grade sort of way?
90% of the people I met in the army. Next
Wow,
question.
you misanthrope. I'm just following you now.
I'm taking repair points. Oh god, the quest is stop being active. You know what it's called, Tad?
Working stiff. It's on the regular quest. On the other tab.
Oh, it's over there. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When it's at the top of the map, you don't know which way is up. Apparently. Okay. Well then, yeah. So I wouldn't follow me necessarily. I would grab a quest or grab an appropriate vehicle. I don't know how. Oh,
I'd left the garage.
wait. So Malcolm managed to join after Jay had left.
Yes.
Well, that's a first.
I think some of these things are starting to get fixed.
Look, because the thing is, we restarted the game and then we connected successfully, so we didn't burn any of the 4 slots. That's my theory. Is that there's
there were
4 people?
Of us.
Yeah, but
Malcolm is our 5th person.
Okay,
That's down.
right,
There was
yeah.
3.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah,
there's
okay, yeah. So, yeah, so that theory is out the window.
4. I think they're starting to figure out that they need to fix some of this garbage.
My twin steer.
Yeah, I brought it over here. I was using it. It's wonderful.
Amazing.
Except it doesn't have all-wheel drive. We need to go
No,
to.
I know Adam's shit.
Fuck
No,
off. That's not my
The
job.
way to get it is the single worst thing I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Which is
Yeah. I mean, I love the twin steer, but his is shit.
you said it. But I do remember
No,
unlocking
getting
the
the all-wheel drive is fucking misery.
Well, then why
But
don't
once
you
you've
apply
got
it?
The twin steer is God.
Yeah, the international pace star, whatever it is, which is the big brother or the smaller brother with
Smaller brother.
all the mods and the
3
extra
slot.
wheels. Yeah, it's amazing. That's
The
literally
3
one of my
slot
favorite trucks.
here.
That's
So
okay.
good.
Sai,
Oh, there it
we
is.
were umming and ahhing about going to the electric vehicle.
Yeah, do a trade.
What was it called? Thing. Would you also be interested in coming along? I think it's in July in Warwick.
Probably not. It's an expo, is it?
No, it's more like a weird arse collection. It's like people who've converted cars or like ultra efficient solar power electric vehicles. It's quite interesting. Rather than a, I'm sure there'll be booths and stuff there.
What vehicle are you taking that with?
I'm
What
currently,
vehicle are you trying to pick that
Boobs.
up? Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to pick that up. Which one are you trying to do?
I'm doing working
So
stiff
willpower
right now. I don't know what you're doing.
Sawmill.
Just because I happen to be in the area, I happen to have some repair points. And we've just opened up the pipeline. Go us.
Oh. Or no, it's a pretty stream. It's Myrrh.
Did you change your name on Steam, by the way, Tad?
Yes,
Oh,
I removed that.
I forgot what it was. My brain...
As unique as it is.
Theodore.
Close enough.
Yeah, it's not. Damn it, I forgot it was Tewkesbury or something.
Okay, Malcolm, question
Like I
for you.
said, my initials are bad. You're saying my name anyway.
Ah.
Malcolm, question. Have you ever been brainwashed?
How would I know?
Do I need to
How
be?
would you know
Not knowingly, no.
if you're a robot, but you don't know that you're a robot? I want to watch Loki again.
Boop.
Wait a moment. I keep failing captures and I don't know why. I had to do one earlier. It just showed me one picture and then I just had to basically draw around a motorbike.
Drawing it?
Well,
What?
no, like the motorbike took up about 6 squares. It wasn't click on all of the motorbikes in these 6 pictures. It was in this one picture. Click on all the squares that that are the motorbike. Oh, this is a bit of a weird one.
When I drove over this service hub, it restocked my service parts. What? That's cool.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, service hubs repair. They refill stuff that's not fuel.
Oh, that's amazing.
Wait,
It's a shame that this is the only one in the entire game.
what, service hubs? Oh, there's a bunch.
Yeah.
There's one on most maps, but you don't tend to bother with them. Ask me one. Ask me one.
Would you rather be an orchestra that has been assimilated by the Borg and endlessly plays only orchestral versions of Mel and Kim songs, or a cart horse that has to pull a cart full of the corpses of all your cart horse friends around all day long, but is otherwise treated well and gets Sundays off?
Well, so there are very few animals that have a concept of self. Octopuses, crows, dolphins, and humans, I believe, are the only 4. So the cart horse would not understand. So the cart horse is the answer. But before I get my final answer, I can't think of any Mel and Kim songs.
Take all the respectable.
Oh.
Never gonna be respectable.
And how?
Okay,
And how would the orchestral
Orchestral
version of that
There's
go?
no lyrics.
the same but without the words.
Don't. Mel and Kim. The horse. Because
Yeah, I agree. I
the
agree with your
reasons
answer.
given.
It's a good reasoning.
Oh, so close. We only need like 17 more.
Yeah, I'm bringing it.
Next question's a bit loaded. Next question is for Malcolm. Can you think of any situation in which a pussy should be grabbed?
Oh yeah, there was one earlier. Malcolm, the
Too
correct
tight to answer
the
this
correct
question.
answer is with affirmative consent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, earlier I
Well, that
had
doesn't
one.
necessarily mean it should be.
I was
what-
waiting for the cat jokes.
Well,
Just because you've got consent, that doesn't mean you should.
and pretty much if you've
Consent's not the same as an invitation.
well, depends what you
No.
depends what you've just asked. Would you mind if I stick that in there? No, that's kind of an invitation. But yeah, I had to grab Dora because she was being a shitbag earlier. Sometimes I just grab her because I love her. No, she was being
Like
very
Wednesday.
no, she was being very bitey, so I bopped her on the head. So she flattened her ears and then bit me again. was like, what? No. So then I bopped her again, and it happened like 4 times in a row. It's like, Dora, stop biting me, and then I will stop hitting you. And eventually she goes, hold on a minute, every time that
Wow,
I
you
bite
sound like
him,
fucking Amber Heard.
she is a cat and doesn't understand, you know, logic. Eventually she learns that she shouldn't bite people. But she sometimes forgets and decides that she is going to kill me in order to rule the house. Forgetting.
So she's like Bart Simpson with the electrified muffin. She's just constantly reaching out to it and then going, ow.
Yeah.
Muffin, ow.
Yes.
Ow.
I'm going to bite you. I've been hit. I'm going to bite you. I've been hit. Yes. Eventually she works it out because then she flattens her ears back in preparation to... I mean, I'm not like punching. I'm just bopping her on the head.
Wow, okay, so you're pleased with the fact you've achieved a point where she cowers in fear of anticipation.
Yeah, she cowers in fear at the anticipation shortly before she enacts a violence upon me. Yes. Don't skip that bit. That's the important bit.
Right, well, she doesn't understand the logic. She's a cat.
She does eventually understand the logic. It's just that occasionally she goes...
Through sheer repetition.
Yes.
You just burnt her neuron pathways enough.
I'm trying.
She still doesn't understand it, but now she will do it.
I actually use these repair parts. So, DJ, you're going to have to do it.
What?
J3, rang bell, cat, still
I
bit
have
me.
no idea.
Okay, well, fuck off out the vehicle then.
I need to... there it is.
I don't... That's because that vehicle doesn't have any repair points. It's just got 2 spare tyres and fuel. You fucking knob.
But I went to the service hub and the box reappeared. It says I have parts.
Oh,
Game.
Oh gosh, I can't see the follow. Too slow. Thank you for the follow, Angry Spider 33. Yeah, the roof rack's empty. You're just terrible at this game, Tad. I'm just not talking to you anymore.
It didn't network that?
I'm coming.
What the hell?
So, Angry Spider, you following us because of the moral questions, the team view, or
Anger at Snowrunner.
or because you're a bot?
Beep boop.
Ah. Have you got are these questions to ask in our first date?
And on the map, it shows that I have 150 repair points on the map. That's not networked. What the
Emergency
hell?
questions. It's a book of emergency questions.
Oh.
Malcolm, what is the best sound effect you have ever heard?
Beep boop.
I think Izzard, I think you were present when I heard my best sound effect. It was in
Remind me.
Aldershot. We were in a van. The van was empty, save for a metal bed frame that fell over. And it was the loudest, longest noise of my life. Never. It just went on and on. Just this solid wall of noise. The bed fell over. The whole van vibrated. The metal frame vibrated. It was...
It was shocking.
You can remember that sound after, what, 20 years? Like, yep.
Yep. We clenched for a good 30 seconds.
Yeah, just... I carry on driving. Okay, Malcolm is cool.
Adam, this is the new Tiger, by the way.
I like your horn.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
It's a bit musical.
I don't know. The legendary drop sound from Borderlands 3 is pretty good.
Oh, I did get a legendary Hellfire SMG in Borderlands 1, but unfortunately it's a playthrough one, so I can't have it.
Malcolm.
Oh, God. Yes.
Wait, he got the last question.
Oh, okay.
No, that's okay.
Who's
Malcolm.
next?
No, Malcolm can be next because he's rubbish.
Malcolm, would you rather have a brain that could connect to Wi-Fi or immunity to arthritis?
Immunity to
Leave it
arthritis.
to Elon to fix both.
I have a brain that connects to Wi-Fi using my fingers
My fingers?
and my toes. So
talented.
yeah, mine's repaired.
Wait, how? You wear socks?
Not all the time. I take them off to shower and stuff.
Yeah, all right.
Ah, shit.
Tad, if you could murder one person and have an 87% chance of getting away with it, who would you kill?
87%. You, so we don't have to listen to any more of these jokes.
I don't like that answer.
Putin.
petty, but
Yeah, you should kill Putin. What's wrong with you? What a wasted opportunity. The fuck?
Peter?
Putin. Heard of him?
Putin?
Button.
Putin?
Button.
Putton.
What, he's already got the Parkinson's, he's got the shimmy and shakes.
He hasn't got
he's
Parkinson's. He's got a
Parkinson's.
launch button on the edge of the table. That's why he's holding the corner of the table.
And we've
That's
got
how
our
he
own
launches the nukes.
dementia-riddled knucklehead next to the bomb button. Like, yeah, world's an interesting place.
I thought Trump was voted out.
Ah.
He'll be back.
No, we got the
Yeah,
other dementia guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What outlandishly elderly person are you going to vote in next, you crazy idiots?
Probably Bernie. It's his chance.
Oh,
He's
that
old
would be alright with
enough
that.
He's got the shakes on him now. He should be fine.
He's great.
Oh, I can't get into the caterpillar. Oh, you've got to pull it
Where?
Oh, yeah.
to the sawmill.
Cool.
Yeah. And then it's yours forever.
Oh, that should be easy. I can do that.
I still can't believe that the service parts aren't networked.
Wait. Have you played Snowrunner before?
I mean, we've been bitching about this for 2 years now.
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, you only just worked out you could do it, but you're surprised that some of the networking of this game doesn't work, because I'm not.
No, yeah, I mean, you're right, but it's still like, why do you give me so many reasons to hate you, Snowrunner? Like,
I
that's
know.
a skill in and of itself.
I say it's like Astroneer. The game has an enormous amount of goodwill built up because overall the moment-to-moment experience is really good. It's really pretty and I enjoy it. It's just riddled
And
with
it's fun.
Who wants the next
It's like,
question?
really?
me.
Okay, Adam, is there a race of people who you secretly believe should be exterminated in death camps?
Yes.
Well, you're European, so we know it's gypsies.
Actually, I was going to say racists, but wow, you fucking racist. So you're death camp for you.
There's a footnote to this
That was
question that says
double
this is
racist
an
because Europeans and gypsies.
Does the footnote say if the response is black people, end the date immediately?
yeah, it says
Yes.
that this is another trick question designed to draw out concealed racism.
Yeah. Racists. Also people who voted Brexit, except my mum. Because she's old, doesn't know about it. Young people who voted Brexit. There we go. Did I mention to you what happened on Twitter, by the way? There was Elon's buying Twitter, whatever, and then someone said, "Oh well, hopefully then this means that Twitter won't be this one-sided cesspool." And I was like, and I said, "Well, which side is it?" And he goes, "Well, I think you know. Are you being
other
serious?
side.
We all know which side gets banned from Twitter." I'm like, "Well, as far as I'm concerned," I said, "Twitter is full of the woke left and the Nazi right." And I put those in apostrophes. And then he said, well, the thing is, you see, the people in charge of Germany, they weren't right-wing. They were actually ultra-left-wing, the Nazis. I was like, oh, fucking hell, he's defending the Nazis as not being left-wing or right-wing. I can see where this conversation is going. I can see, like...
Poorly is where it's going.
Yeah.
It's going very poorly.
And it's like, I said, if you genuinely think that no left-wingers have been banned from Twitter, you are sadly deluded. But quite frankly, I said, fuck off my timeline. I've never met an actual right-wing Nazi sympathiser before,
doctor.
and I don't want to. And he says, "Oh, I'm glad we're having a civilized discussion." And I just said, "Fuck off." And Twitter went, "This isn't the sort of language that most people on Twitter use. Are you sure you wish to use these words?" And I'm like, "Fuck yes, I am." So that's a new thing.
You'll answer this one.
Twitter asks if you want to swear.
This question's for everyone.
Ooh.
Marmite, do you love it or hate it? Or don't you mind it? Or have you never tried it? In which case, shall we go and buy some so you can try it? Okay, got some now. Taste it. Do you love it or hate it? Or are you ambivalent? Or somewhere on a sliding scale between those points? If so, quantify that as a percentage where hate is 0% and love is 100%. Go.
The best thing to do with Marmite is to give it to an American and watch them slather it on like jam onto their toast while you take your bite from your molecule thin spread as they take a nice quarter of a centimetre bite of Marmite.
Yeah. I'll give you a marmie, you fucking yank.
It's not as good as Bovril.
I know which one I'd rather make a hot drink from.
Yeah.
Bovril.
What is it?
So go on then, what's your percentage?
Like what's
Zero
it
is
made out
800%
of?
not.
What, Bovril? Or Bovril's made from
It's made of
boiled
E.
down cows, and Vegemite is made
Marmite's-
from yeast.
Marmite's made from evil.
I like
Pure refined
Marmite's
evil.
made from evil. Okay, Vegemite's made from
yeast.
Just Australian evil.
Oh,
Australian
yeast.
evil.
Australian Vegemite's much saltier than the UK Marmite.
Oh wow.
Oh, Malcolm, you beat me to it.
So come on then, what are your percentages?
I really like Marmite, but only
So
in
what's your percentage?
extremely. I have Marmite on toast almost every day.
Oh my god, you're being such a politician. Answer the question. It should be a number between 0 and 100.
Well, I would say I eat Marmite on 8 out of 10 days, so 80%.
You eat Marmite on 8 out of 10 days?
Yeah.
Wow.
Malcolm, should we get the oil rig trailer that's just literally just 20 feet away? I think the vehicle you've
it's
got
what?
will take it.
No, it's not got any rig on it.
So it should automatically fit one if you try.
Right.
No.
Yes.
I have bouncing brick
Really?
slabs. It's
Well, let's
amazing.
try. I
No,
think
it won't do it. But yeah, let's go for it. Let's give it a go.
Tad? Can I ask you something, Tad?
Ask him anyway.
Who is the most inappropriate person you've ever had a sex dream about?
You.
Oh, that's not inappropriate, that's fine. Go right ahead.
No. Not inappropriate because he had a sex dream about you, but you just are inappropriate.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't
Did you have my
remember
consent?
I haven't had a dream in over 20 years, so...
You do.
Or at least
You
one that
dream
I
every
remember.
night, but you just don't remember them.
Yeah. Not since I was...
Whoa! Holy shit.
My cat is my.
Is there an American driving that truck?
Hmm?
Yes. Yes,
Is
because
that an American driving that truck?
I'm with Malcolm.
What?
I think one of the things I don't
Yeah,
like about
it's not gonna
Snowrunner
work.
is the
It's definitely not gonna
mild
work.
mission paralysis. With oh god, there's just exploding box. There's just too much to do. Like, what do I want to do next? I don't know. Tag.
Right, you just smashed into my truck and knocked it over.
Oh, right. Have you
can you
been
I'm in a
watching the
river.
stream? Ah,
Well, I can see your stream now.
yeah.
What do you think just happened?
A box appeared out of nowhere and exploded onto the floor as I drove past.
Brilliant.
Yeah, you're not there.
Not
Well,
working out of
it's
nowhere.
your
Nothing.
truck.
It is, but I can't get in it because it's not there. I mean, I can see where you are. You're about.
Are we having a massive desync?
Yep. You're about here. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's just making it worse. I mean, you're not watching my stream either.
I am. That's how I managed to reverse into you.
Yeah, but you said I wasn't watching your stream.
Well, I wasn't watching your stream as I came around the corner, but suddenly a box exploded into existence.
Okay. So yeah. Anyway, can I get a tug?
We
No.
need to leave and come back?
No, I can't because I don't know where it is. If you get out of it, I'll get in it, but I suspect it's going to warp all the way across the whole map.
Is this because I got those service parts? And now the game's really, really confused.
It's not all about you, Tad.
I bet it
It's
is.
all about.
No, it's because
Okay.
the game doesn't have any absolute updates, just incremental ones. Because it is a bad game.
It's very naughty of it.
Right, but why aren't the incremental updates perfect?
Because of the
Desync.
no,
bad internet.
because of latency and the inaccuracy of floating point numbers.
Yeah, like I understand the inaccuracy or the imprecision bit, but why doesn't it like do some checks and balances
Like
because of that?
yeah, like an absolute update. If you get out the twin steer, I'll get into it though.
The only
Okay,
absolute update is the end one. Which isn't the best idea.
Tad, I was under the impression if you were in a vehicle that could accept a saddle high or a saddle low, and it had neither, and you tried to attach a trailer, it just magicked out of thin air. Or is that only at the trailer store?
That was that was my assumption, but that might just be the trailer store.
Okay, twin steer.
I'm bringing a saddle high
Okay,
because I
I'm in the
expect
twin
to see
steer.
that because those ones usually
The
are.
mission says bring a
Wow.
saddle high, so I'm pretty sure
Oh,
you're
okay, cool. I didn't read that part.
Yeah.
So there.
As far as I'm
Read
concerned, the
the
twin steer is off by
In
the garage.
flavor text.
Twin Steers what?
By the garage. That's not what it is on his odd screen.
I saw the Twin Steer on.
Yes, unfortunately, I'm the host and I didn't, and it needs to be shot just a
Again,
bit.
it's you with the sync issues.
Okay.
No, to be very honest, I think
Which
the
is
sync issues
the
happen when
worst
someone leaves.
part.
I think when someone leaves, you start getting sync issues.
Yes, I agree.
Right, I've got my truck back, but I need to get the cargo again.
I don't think there's any.
Any
I can go grab.
cranes?
I can go grab one though, because there's one.
Now, does this actually finish the quest? Because if I'm nowhere near where you think I am,
No, if
and
you
I haven't been down in this river
when
moving
you
bricks,
when you're
or is
completing quests, that's
an
fine.
actual hard
Yeah,
update.
it's just to do with location of vehicles. Yes.
So would finishing a quest reset everything? Would that be a good absolute update?
The best way to the
Not
best
for
way
vehicles.
the best way for me to fix it is to reset the twin steer. To
You
recover.
also add the
With extreme
all-wheel drive to it,
turbulence?
and the actual upgrades to it as well.
I don't have them.
You said you had all-wheel drive.
I have. If I have an upgrade, they're applied.
You said you had all-wheel drive, and that vehicle doesn't have it.
No,
so
I
you
didn't.
lied.
I didn't say I
You
had.
did.
All...
You did. You did.
No. Definitely not.
I'm sure you did.
No, because Tad said getting it is the worst thing ever, and I was like, okay, but I haven't got it because. Stop saying I've got it. I don't have it.
I know. I swear you said. I swear you said something along the lines of, "I swear I did that quest."
No. It's not a quest. It's just a thing you find out in the yonder. But I've just not found
What
it.
happened to that?
And I'm coming with a
No,
crane
I
sigh in
went
case.
for it because I love the
that's
Twin Steers so
installed.
much.
You're better
No.
off just deleting it and getting a new one.
Well, someone could knock the twin steer over onto its side and then go around and tip the cargo onto the twin steer.
No,
Yeah, that worked.
Twin steers on their side immediately find themselves upside down, and then you cannot move them ever again. Like, don't do that. Twin steers are finicky. But apparently that's part of the fix update that's coming.
What? Like,
Wait, there's an update.
Coming a lot harder. Or I think they're changing the center of gravity on some vehicles to make them less retarded.
oops.
What did I
The
do?
Tiger's actually awesome.
Oh, river contest.
Yeah, pay to win though.
Trucks and me.
What?
Pay to unlock to win.
The only people who
Yeah.
complain about pay to win there are people with no money.
These are facts.
Except Battlefield Heroes, where you could rent a gun for 2 weeks for a couple of quid. It's like, what the fuck, dude? That's just I'm not doing.
It's a whole new level of pay to win.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Did you say you can rent?
Pay to win.
Yeah.
Temporarily.
Yeah.
Pay to win for now.
Is it a psych? Oh, could you share your screen by the way?
Who, me?
No.
Oh,
For me? No.
I'm sharing my screen.
Yes, it's the only way I can
What is
tell
it? No.
the horror that's going on. Mountain.
Suck 'em. I don't know why that came to my head then.
Because you were singing it earlier.
Did that not work? I thought I pressed the button with the thing. Yeah, I did. I pressed the button with the thing.
Is that what that noise was?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the Discord streaming sound.
That's
Very
the
interesting.
streaming has begun. What do you mean Oops. Oh,
What do you mean? What do you mean? What?
I think if you're not watching the stream, I've got away with it.
You almost fell over.
Nope. I said if you were watching the stream, I got away with it. Next question.
Ah, I need my internet.
You need to play the stream back, right?
No, I just went to the wrong area, but it just said passageway is blocked for now. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, I had that before. I was like, ugh.
We do need to fix that one.
Wow.
Wait, we've gone racing on that freaking airfield. How is that map blocked?
No, that we went racing in the one in Russia.
No, this is the only airfield.
No.
It has that big cliff off the end? That's Alaska.
Maybe they patched it and changed something. I don't know.
And you what?
Anyway, my answer to your questions are racists, and I don't really ruin my dreams. But let's just say Hitler.
Who put the fucking cat there and left it there?
You did.
No, I didn't. I moved it. Someone's reversed the cat back into it.
That bastard.
That bastard.
Did you
Can
get it?
someone move it, please?
You're the only person nearby. You know you can change vehicle from the.
I know, but it'll be more optimal for someone else to find.
I'm on a different map.
Oh, where?
What kind of excuse is that?
That's an excellent excuse. Instantly, I thought the last episode of Picard was excellent. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Looking forward to the last ones. And Moon Knight has been a bit fucking bleak. So a bit more cheerful punching and a bit less angst would be great. That ends my reviews of current television.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I
My
get
review of that.
Get that reference. Oscar Isaacs is
He's great.
a hitherto undiscovered gem, I feel. Like, I liked him in
I
Rogue One,
have
but he was just brilliant in this. And Doctor Strange is out in a week, I think. I'm seeing Book of Mormon on Monday, though, and then Doctor Strange shortly afterwards.
Who wants a question?
Me.
Would you prefer to have lungs that turned oxygen into jam that would come out of the pores of your skin and
No.
could be scraped into bottles
Literally,
and sold?
the other one.
as-
Whatever the other answer is, the other one. My God.
Well, wait and see. So, would you prefer to have lungs that turn oxygen into jam that would come out of the pores of your skin and could be scraped into bottles and sold as long as you didn't tell your customers where it was coming from? Or an anus that weeped Manuka honey, which could also be sold, though imagine the anger of people found out where you'd been getting that sweet, sweet honey.
That sweet, sweet honey.
Sweet lemonade.
Questions.
I'm reminded of the song about the horse where the lemonade comes out of its willy. But
Sweet lemonade.
I think the important thing to take away from this question is this an actual physical book that you're reading these from, or is it a website?
It's both. It's an app and a book. I bought the book and now got the app.
I'm terrified to think that someone sat down, came up with that, talked to someone else, they approved it, and then someone else printed it, and if at any point someone...
No, it's self-published, and so it's got 500 questions like this in it, and some of them he sort of almost went mad writing it, and some of the questions are quite meta. So they're like, what would you do if you had told everyone you were going to write a book with 500 questions in it, and you got to 380 questions, and genuinely felt you'd never be able to come up with another question?
Wow, did Dave Gorman write it? Because he does that sort of stuff.
No, it's Richard Herring. These are all Richard Herring questions.
Why do I know that name? Doesn't he present a television show where he interviews famous people?
Well,
I think it's called Richard Herring.
Richard Herring's Leicester Square.
That's the one. Yeah.
Richard Herring's Leicester Square Theatre podcast.
That's the one.
Where he famously interviewed Stephen Fry and asked him one of his questions, and one of his questions was, "What's it like being Stephen Fry?" And that's why Stephen Fry told him that he tried to commit suicide
Oh,
the previous year.
The twin steer.
have I what?
What was that, sorry?
On the map, it looks like the twin steer's upside down.
It is.
It is. Yeah.
Fun.
Truck so quick.
I think so. I'm gonna need some. I need more information. So, when I breathe in, does jam come out all of my pores all the time, or can I decide when to release it through my pores?
Release the jam.
Or am I constantly dealing with
okay.
a low-grade, sticky jam coming out of all of my pores? Because
It's lungs that turn oxygen into jam that would come out of the pores in your skin and could be scraped into bottles and sold.
Yeah, or I could not scrape into bottles, but
Yeah.
because the thing is, obviously, my anus has a fancy dancy sphincter, so I can
Sphincter, yeah.
keep the honey in. So I think I'd rather have my arse full of honey when I can take it out when I want. I please hope no one's listening, as opposed to all of my pores leak jam all of the time.
I
think
told
it's-
you,
Clip that.
Full of
don't
honey.
flip.
Get that clipped.
But can you imagine, like you'd have to live in the shower?
I like the shower.
Yeah, but if you went somewhere, you'd arrive with jam inside your clothes, or you didn't breathe.
People would find it tasty.
You can't.
That reminds me that
Come here.
one of the
and
other
it could be.
questions is, what's the worst thing you've ever pushed down the plug hole of a shower?
Somebody else. I mean, we've all waffle stomped. Let's all admit it.
Oh God.
Citation needed.
No. No. Stop.
Okay, so I've come around the corner, and the bright side,
Yeah.
the good news is the twin steer is where you thought it was, and I've brought a crane. So I'm just going to grab a drink while
Oh, nice.
the stream watches the horror.
Oh, that's good. I'll stop
Told you
doing
not to
stuff then
flip
once.
this thing. It defies gravity.
Grab a tea.
Just push it down a hill or something. I've already righted it once. Oh no, I didn't get it onto it upside down first. There you go.
Oh, thank
You did it.
God.
You did it.
That's half of it. Here, you take it
Oh,
the
they-
away.
Okay.
Keep.
Come on.
No, I'm in the way. Come on. There it is. Only. Wow. Wow. Is it torsioned forever?
Wow,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's got some
torsioned
interesting
forever.
dynamics. I like it.
Yeah.
Now just put that on it. I can still drive it. It's fine. I'm nearly where I need to go. That's the thing. So
Crane. I told you just to delete that thing and get a new one.
what? No, because it's on another map. I'm not going all the way back.
You got this from the service hub.
What?
That's what is that? Drilling equipment? Yeah, it comes out of
Yeah.
this thing. Delete it. Get a new one.
Did I?
You literally drove it 15 feet from where you got it from, and
Oh,
flipped
okay,
it
right.
somehow.
I'm with you. Okay, yeah, fine.
I have a question.
A lot's happened since then. Go ahead.
Right. Assuming that you had 19 years left on your 20-year mortgage, and that you used approximately 10 megawatts of electricity a year, would you sooner spend £15,000 reducing the compound interest on your mortgage, or getting solar and house batteries fitted?
Well, I know which one's cooler. Which
Right.
one's
What the
boring.
government wants you to do.
Okay. Well, okay. Tab, what do they want me to do?
Mortgage, because would that not increase? If as the house price increases, do you not then effectively own more of that percentage money? Is that not how it works?
Does it reduce the compound interest? Yes.
So that's the answer, right? Because let's be honest, solar panels are only going to get cheaper over time, and batteries, and you can get them later, and the bill's not going to be as much as the interest on the larger
Which
proportion of
was
money,
the
right?
government subsidizing?
That's another good question. Bear in mind, do you know how much 10 megawatts of electricity costs?
10,000 gigawatts.
And that's before an electric vehicle was purchased.
Sure, it's expensive though. Y'all have really high power prices.
Yes.
DJ, you got a 20-year mortgage?
Yeah.
Wow.
What? Wow, what?
Well, it's usually a 30-year here.
I'm a bit young. I'm a bit old for that.
Oh. So you got a new one?
I've got a new what? Sorry.
Izzard got a new drill
Yeah,
spare part.
I did.
Yeah.
And a very bent truck.
Yeah, it's the twin steer. You do not flip those things. You just go get a new one.
So, Malcolm, the solar panels will pay for themselves within about 3 years, and the house battery and solar in about 5 years, assuming the price of electricity doesn't go up any further.
Right, is
Well,
the immortal super intelligent snail still
Crane
around?
you brought? Oh,
I don't know,
God.
electricity and gas are always going to go up. The proportion is, though, electricity is probably going to go up less than gas will.
Really? Because gas is going to get more and more rare.
Oh, did I say it the wrong way around? Electricity is
know.
not going to go up as much as gas.
I've never really thought about it, except just now when you said that.
Yeah, gas is going to get more. Basically, people aren't going to
Less demand.
or buy as much. Yeah, there's going to be much less demand for it as future goes on.
Hang on. DJ,
but
there are
also,
3 questions
people
you
aren't
need
going to
to
pump as
collect.
much because it's not going to make as much money. Therefore, it's going to be more expensive as a commodity. And
Two
then,
in
of course,
mining,
all the tax added
one
on
in
to it because of CO2 emissions.
Why would there be less demand for gas if there's more demand for electricity? You would just burn the gas.
There's not going to be more demand for it. I never said there's going to be more demand for gas. There's going to be less demand for it, but because there's going to be less demand.
I know you said. Yeah, I know you said there's going to be. And I said, why would there be less demand for gas if there's going to be more demand for electricity? Because you would use the gas to supply electricity. So even if people wean themselves off gas, power companies will still burn the gas to meet the electricity demand.
And governments will put not sanctions, but will put more money, more tax on, and basically make it more expensive to use gas because of the CO2 targets.
Well,
That's
it's wishful thinking, I think.
Gas bad, solar renewable good. It's wishful thinking, but you never know. I mean, when people vote for parties who say we're going to use more gas versus parties who say we're going to use more renewables, they'll make a change.
I still don't understand why gas would get cheaper though. Why would the price?
I never said gas will get cheaper. I think gas will get more expensive.
Okay, but you think electricity will get more expensive more quickly?
I think electricity will get more expensive at a slower rate than gas will get more expensive.
Right.
So you all embrace nuclear. Tasty nuclear.
Nuclear doesn't really solve. Nuclear's a really good idea if you could build nuclear in like a year or two.
Yeah.
Which you can't.
So why will gas get more expensive than electricity does, or more quickly than electricity does?
I mean, all the plants things like that we have currently are pretty damn old and nearing the end of their service lives for various things, including nuclear, including gas, CCGT, power stations, various things like that. They are coming towards the end of their life, and they need upgrading and/or replacing to be safe. And then there's solar panels and wind turbines, which are, I mean, you can just put them down and have an army of people building them without much technical knowledge to keep them up and running in comparison to gas and nuclear plants.
DJ, please collect more missions. Oh, or do that.
And then, of course, you've got the land and you've got the platform, and you want to replace it because something's wrong with it or you need to upgrade it. Well, you just plop another one on there.
Oh.
Did I just get booted, or did something happen?
Oh, I was about to go and do the quest that Malcolm's doing, but then Malcolm's doing it, so I won't.
So I got booted. Fair enough.
You can come and support me if you want.
Okay, I will.
Mainly moral support.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't really need this truck's insane. It's got lots of power. It's got lots of grip.
You're playing with the
got a
pay
lot
to
of
win
fuel.
truck.
I mean, I paid to unlock it to play it. I mean, technically, the whole game's pay to win because we're all winning in one way or another.
Well, you specifically purchased.
I'm just winning at a faster rate than you are.
Oh, I see.
I didn't specifically purchase it for the truck. I specifically purchased it for the map, and the truck came as part of it.
Yeah, Tad, you're
Snowrunner actually closes properly.
Speed. Oh no, that's a bit fast.
Don't worry, I'm coming to help.
Oh yeah, I might be there by the time you get here.
Oh no.
To be honest, actually, I'm driving towards the garage, aren't I?
Yeah. Oh, I just stopped.
You or me?
But yeah, I really don't know what to do. I kind of had to make the either or decision. I can't do both.
I mean, one other way of looking at it is the technology of batteries and solar and everything like that is only going to get better, whereas your mortgage is always going to be your mortgage, right?
Yeah, but if I purchase
Your house price is increasing.
The house price will increase. I put the solar and the battery in, and it means I'll have more money to spend on the mortgage next year. And we are genuinely talking about £3,000 to £5,000 a year of electricity I could be saving.
Keep up, slow man.
Oh my word, that is a big trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Why have I stopped? Why have I stopped now suddenly? Get off me. Get off me.
No. Don't break it. Don't break it. No, don't break it, Zach.
Why? Oh.
Pluck the stuck truck.
Look at the stuck truck.
Are you actually faster than the loaf?
Yeah, this truck's insane.
Yeah, I know. It's
Like-
pay to win. What part of this isn't clear?
I mean, it's better than the Zeke, and the Zeke is insane.
You're not helping your argument.
Yeah.
I
It's not,
I
it's not
mean,
pay to win. It's just
yeah.
better than all the other trucks.
Yeah, and it's not necessary.
Is it?
It's just
The Tiger 6
reducing
or
the
something,
challenge a bit.
something.
Yeah. To be fair, I went back and I played
I might have a
Snowrunner
problem.
in a new game on the Xbox. It's like, oh my word. But it gave me an anniversary truck to help me get a head start. And it's so easy.
I remember the first bit of the first time I played Snowrunner, and you're like, just follow us through this mud, and I hit the mud, and I stopped. And you guys just laughed.
Yeah.
And you're like, welcome to Snowrunner. I was like, oh no. And now I wouldn't even know where that part is. I'd be like,
Whoa,
this is
you
so easy.
straddled the barrier.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, you're
This thing's got
fucking
enough power.
joking me.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Imba. Like,
Yeah.
your suspension isn't even working. You're just dragging the vehicle through.
Yeah. My suspension's working.
No, the trailer suspension is just rock solid.
Look at the speed.
I can't because you've actually outrun the loaf.
Yeah. It's doing this, by the way, and using 12, 11 litres per 10.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Have a 300. It's really good. This is like the fully upgraded one. I already had all the upgrades. I just had to apply them.
Sometimes Richard Herring.
I want to get them.
Sometimes Richard Herring answers his own questions. So, next question is: what has been your least enjoyable experience of food poisoning? Anyone want to go ahead with that?
I've only ever been food poisoned once when I had a kebab and I puked it up, and it's the only time in my life I've ever puked my guts up, and it felt so good to be sick. Oh, so God, so much better.
Wanted to die.
I had food
poisoning once. It was
I
awful.
got food poisoning and quite genuinely wanted to die.
I got it
absolutely
within about 3 days.
Yeah.
3 days
it was
into
not
joining
bad.
university.
I'm sorry, I thought you said you were suffering for 3 days.
I can't remember how long I had it, but
about-
I just got to uni.
I did
To lick
once
someone.
make
I did lick people. I mean, that's probably what caused it.
I did once make a cup of tea with gone off milk and didn't notice, and I did spend several hours on the sofa clutching my stomach, genuinely going, I wonder if I can just cut my stomach open or just die. It was awful, absolutely awful.
I had food poisoning from badly cooked mussels,
Mussels.
I only found out about an hour and a half after eating said mussels. And I was meant to be driving somewhere. My stomach suddenly went, "You need to pull over." So I pulled over, and about 2.5 hours later, of basically
Retching.
stuff coming out both ends
We should
uncontrollably.
explain to Tad. So, Tad, in our continent, we have what's called food hygiene standards. So, having an adverse reaction to food is a really unusual thing, as opposed to lol, Taco Bell, lol, they're not very clean and you'll get sick. Or
I like Taco
White
Bell.
Castle. Yeah, I like it, but it's nothing like the American one, which is just very vague approach to food standards.
Reading's ridiculous. We've got a Five Guys. It's not a Wendy's. Yeah, we've got a Five Guys, a Wendy's, a Taco Bell.
You have a Five Guys. Wow, nice.
Yeah. Taco Bell, Wendy's.
Oh, you've got the Wendy's. There's only one, isn't there?
Yeah. Wendy's. So what else? What were we seeing? Have you? By the way, you still all the way back there? What are you doing with your life?
I stopped following you because, quite frankly, you're boring.
Where is that? Let me just.
Where is this?
There you go. I'm in the Colab, Adam. Hop in that truck that I just hop in the Tiger and just drive for a little bit and lol.
So Richard Herring's answer is, on my birthday in 2010, I woke up feeling bad. I had diarrhea, but then I realised I was going to vomit, and there was no time to flush, so I had no choice but to vomit on my own diarrhea. I did this on the hour for every hour for the next 4 hours until I was throwing up bile. It wasn't very pleasant at all. In fact, I can't think of a single enjoyable food poisoning story.
If you're that sick, you don't care. If that's it. You just go, oh my god, I just need to throw up. It's so horrible.
It's quite good if you've got a toilet that faces a shower cubicle. You can kind of just take care of both ends.
Or just sit in the shower.
Yeah. Sit in the shower.
Are you watching the stream, by the way, Malcolm?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You just smash
I
my
can
truck.
no longer log in.
I'm just testing its various capabilities, just seeing where its sort of strengths and weaknesses are, if it has any particular weaknesses. I think it has one, which I'm just going to check now.
Tiny Tina's already have DLC.
I'm waiting to see what happens.
Yes.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that'll be a weakness. That will be. It goes though.
It does. It made it all the way off the pier. Yes, Tiny Tina's has an expansion which is a boss, and it's very Warcraft. You have to play each week to unlock the next rank of the boss. And I'm like, but no level cap increase, so whatever. I'm waiting for the second playthrough.
But not worth getting yet?
I mean, the game's great. I mean, I was like, oh wow, I completed it really quickly, but it did take me 17 hours to basically mainline just the just the story quest. It's not short by any means. As I said,
Season pass? This is such an epic game.
They can fuck off with season passes. But yeah, as I said, if you don't like Borderlands games, it's not going to change you. If you like Borderlands games, you'll be in Hogshead there. I don't feel it has changed enough from Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3 had some serious weapon balance issues, and they're all present. So I'm still using exactly the same weapons I used in Borderlands 3, and they're still brokenly good. And I don't like that.
The Doom shotgun?
No, like Vladov underbarrel tasers are brokenly powerful. The Torg gyrojet, the sticky gyrojet, they're just so broken. It's like I can watch the boss's health whittle away, or I can just spaff it full of Torg gyrojets and it loses half its health. It's 50 times more damage. It's not even slightly balanced. That's all.
With the Torg weapons, that's just what Mr. Torg would want, so I mean...
But it still has to be balanced, though. I mean, it does. Oh, I think...
Just imagining what Mr. Torg would say.
Maybe we went to White Valley from Northport, not from Mountain River. No, I've not got this map. This isn't the airport that we did. White Valley is accessed via...
Alright.
Wait, how do we get to White Valley from... Where am I? What's going on?
You gotta go through the one map.
I gotta go what, sorry? Yeah, I've gotta go from here. Okay, stop. Moving my steering wheel.
But I have done the regular playthrough of Borderlands 3. And that was an interesting experience.
Yeah. Oh, it's good, but it's just a story. It's just annoying. It's not fun or interesting. It's just annoying. Typhon de Leon, annoying. The two YouTubers you got to kill, annoying. Not in a good way. Whereas Handsome Jack, you wanted to kill him about 5 minutes after you introduced him, but they continually piled on reasons to genuinely want and feel you had to kill this character. Whereas these two were just like, oh, they're really annoying YouTubers.
Seriously unhinged YouTubers.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't good. I did buy all the DLCs of Borderlands 3. I can
Oh
almost.
my! I'm playing Guns, Love, and Tentacles right now, and
Which
the
one?
ambiance from that DLC is amazing.
That's the best one I think of the lot. To the point I can't even remember what the other two were.
One was the casino.
No, okay, yeah, I did quite enjoy that one. Actually, that
The
was
casino was okay. It's a great place to get money,
Well,
which makes sense.
yes. I did all the. I like the arenas in
I haven't
Borderlands
played the
3.
third one yet.
Do you remember what it is?
No.
Alright.
Krieg.
Yes, I remember it exists. I don't remember it. I've only played them through once.
But the ambiance from all this Lovecraftian eldritch horror stuff, God, they've got like all the chests and everything are just superb.
Oh, the chests are fantastic, aren't they?
Oh my God.
Well, I think it's Borderlands tomorrow. So hopefully we'll finish off Nox's and
One.
Moxie's. Yeah, I have found a way to, I'll say cheat, a way to farm claptrap parts. Because I still have to do the quest, but you can basically
You gotta
just
find 250 of the monsters. Yeah,
yeah,
awful.
it's easy. It's dead easy.
Yeah, there's that one spot with like 50 claptraps. Just hang around until the next wave comes up.
It's even easy than that. So what you do is that you can farm it automatically, but it's very slow. But the Minac can only have 2 active claptraps, and when you kill them, they spawn. So every time the Minac goes into the bit where it fires the claptraps at the front, you can get about 20 or 30 claptraps spawned and dead. Repeat for an hour, done. Oh, yeah, brilliant. This is fun and compelling
And you've
gameplay.
got a lot of crappy shotguns to pay through or shuffle through.
Oh, no, I don't like I pick those up.
But free money, bro.
What, Tony? Well, Borderlands suffers from the same thing that many RPGs do, in that there's almost no point whatsoever in bothering with money. But I will keep an eye on the Mother Gunship sequel because I suspect I'll go back to it a bit. I really enjoyed it. It's a shame that it's only two player. But the sequel is VR, and hopefully the sequel is more players than 2.
I wonder if it'll have a pancake mode for us.
Yeah,
non-VR plebs.
it's not VR only, I don't think. So I'm curious how the movement is, but we'll see.
Malcolm, if your house was on fire, what 3 items would you definitely leave behind, or even surreptitiously throw into the flames when no one was looking?
My wife.
Question. I would probably throw in my Mac Ultra Studio, whatever it's called.
Mac Studio Ultra?
Let me say that again.
Mac Studio Ultra?
Yeah, I'd probably throw that in there. That's worth a lot of money.
Hmm.
That's what I throw in.
Well, Malcolm's thinking, is anybody else in White Valley?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing a quest, but I suspect it's about to go very wrong.
I'm doing
Right,
quests
you are
with
doing
a very broken twin steer, but I'm here now, so why not? I should have enough petrol to, diesel to, fuel to,
Fuel.
I'm sure it's diesel.
undefined.
The generator.
So there have been a few diesel motorbikes, but they were almost entirely terrible. There was one point where the army, everything had to run on diesel, US Army, and it was...
Oh yeah, still true. So we don't have motorcycles.
Well, but you can there are a number of diesel motorbikes. Which sounds awful, but you'd have about the same rev range as a V-twin anyway, so... Oh, okay, well this quest is not... Oh no, it's working! It's working! I can't think of anything I own that I would actively want to get rid of that I wouldn't just get rid of. without waiting for the house to catch fire.
Well,
I will say that Borderlands 3 adding this mayhem mode has been a lifesaver.
Yes. Well, Borderlands 2 had it.
Well, I accepted all the DLC quests back when I was level 13, but I waited till I finished the game to do it properly, and I would have done all these at level 13 otherwise. And that would have been really, really kind of crap.
So, Michael, why would you burn your MacBook? Why don't you burn it anyway? I'll give you £1 if you burn your MacBook.
You're missing the point. I don't have one, but they're expensive, so I can get the money back for it. Right.
I don't think you can just make up items, otherwise I just make up the
Oh
three
no, I
Mona Lisa.
definitely have one.
The
I
three.
definitely have
Oh,
one.
I'd throw my 3 Mona Lisas in.
All 3 of them.
Well, they're insured.
Which mission are we meant to be doing?
Well, I'm trying to do valley pipeline building, but I got distracted with rescuing this truck.
if you had to, would you rather give up chocolate or cheese if you had to?
Cheese is good though.
Chocolate.
Yeah, I think chocolate as
We
well.
get all the stuff that we need for that quest from.
Yes, in the same area.
Okay, so I'm just gonna bring a truck with 2 carrying capacity through, 4 carrying capacity through.
I like chocolate, but it is always chocolate.
My downstairs on my kitchen table, I have an enormous box of chocolates designed by autistic people, and they're fucking amazing. They're genuinely just the most interesting and brilliant chocolates I've ever had in my life.
What are they doing differently?
They're just mad, like in a good way. Hold on. I think I have a picture of them.
Probably going to run out of fuel.
I keep looking for ammo. I've got unlimited ammo. It regens.
Ammo.
He's playing. Wait, what?
I'm playing
Yeah.
Borderlands.
Oh yeah,
The game
yeah,
kicked me out and will not let me back in, so
Yeah.
I'll play a different game.
Yeah, there you go. Those are the chocolates they've got downstairs. And they're just
Oh,
glorious.
cool.
They're so nice. And
Where's that from then?
Harry Specter's. Oh wow.
Although stuff with 3 health bars is just rude.
Yes. Well, I say once we've done Borderlands 1, we'll have a discussion if we want to do TPS or 2, because although 2 is the best one, I've played 2 for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours. So
Surely 1 is the best one.
it's really
2 is 100% too much.
It's absolutely not. 2 is definitely the best one. The pre-sequel is better than 1, but not as good as 2. But I played it a lot less.
Yeah, I've got the same problem. I could never get into pre-sequel.
I played it again a little bit just to remind myself, and it's a lot better than I remember. I think it was because people had unrealistic expectations for it was the issue.
Yeah.
I just found the missions boring. I think the gameplay is fantastic, and I just found the missions boring. And I don't really find the game that
always gonna
funny.
be shoot stuff in the face. Hunting the Wendigo. But they're not calling a Wendigo.
And well, you can see the bandit's crap now.
I might just manage another watchtower.
I've
And
been
then
watching you
this-
do that for the last like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's nearly
I
there.
might get to one more watchtower, then this twin steer can be recovered.
Where are you, Malcolm?
Going through to the second area to go through to the third area. Because you can't. There's no garage on that one, is there?
Shit, I just realised how much fuel I don't have. Less than 2 minutes of fuel.
conversation. There's no garage on that one, is there?
I don't know.
Doesn't level flat off pistol with unlimited ammo.
Not as far as I know.
Tyler thinks your turn for a question. You ready?
That was an easy question.
Well, he hasn't answered it.
Oh,
Tad?
stop rolling down the hill. That's a yes, you should go.
Why is he not speaking?
404, Tad not found.
That's his internet for you.
No, I think this one's epic because it booted me out. I've got plenty of internet today because no one's taking the internet anymore. But
I don't think Tad heard
it just
you.
won't let me back in.
I don't think you have plenty of internet.
For that, how much does Snowrunner need?
How much does Discord need? Because I don't think. Oh, you've blocked. Or you've just muted Sai.
I have a question. How much do you have?
3 up, 1 down, or other way around. 3 down, 1 up.
Tad, can you hear me?
Yes.
I asked you if you were ready for a question.
Oh.
And then you went
I
silent
can
and
do that.
came back with, "Well, this is epic."
Well, fine. Send me your question.
Okay, how did the murder of Thomas A. Becket affect Anglo-Palpal relations in the 12th century?
I have no idea who any of those people are.
What? Thomas A. Becket?
He invented fireworks.
I have no idea who
Explosively.
any of those people are.
Okay,
Well, have a guess. How do you think that his murder, bear in mind it's murder, so it's a crime, how did it affect Anglo-Palpal relations in the 12th century?
I can answer this question, by the way.
Go ahead.
I don't.
So the question is, how did it? And your answer is, I don't.
I don't think it did. I'm having a physics bug, by the way. When I attached the winch, the vehicle I'm trying to move suddenly started to like lurch down the hill at full speed. I don't know who Thomas Becket is.
Is it what you tracking?
A very broken twin steer that needs recovering now because it has got no use.
Okay, but you don't have anything on it then?
No. Nope. I've delivered my cargo. Now it's ready to die. Adam,
Yes.
what does mansplaining mean?
I don't know. Help, guys. My wife has been using the word mansplaining wrong for the last half an hour and I don't know what to do.
The side note says, ask a man this question, and then when he starts explaining, shout, stop mansplaining! And start.
Now, I did see someone point out again, although men are very guilty of this, they do also do it to each other too, as well. It's not like we exclusively say for women. It's like, actually, I think you'll find that most RAM is not 9 bits.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of conversation is just expounding knowledge or just explaining things to each other, whether invited to or not. That's just
Yeah.
how conversations go.
They're great or good.
Great.
No one ever says, certainly not in this Discord, no one ever goes, hey, tell us a fact that you know or have learned today.
Well,
Just do it.
Go on then. Tell us a fact.
Liz Truss tried to start World War III today.
Yeah, I knew that.
Stop mansplaining.
I didn't. I just said I knew that. I'm not explaining anything.
Stop manspreading.
Not with these pedals. These are very tight together. So give me the nose.
A man?
Give me a man. What?
You said give me. Presume you wanted a man after midnight.
What?
Right.
Anyone?
One more joke question. Oh, who's that about to zoom past? Oh, you're coming my way. You're about to smash into me.
No, it's not, but it's about to just...
That's what.
Okay, Malcolm. If there are ever sex robots, as any right-thinking person hopes, would they be self-cleaning? Or would there be another small robot that would clean the sex robot? Or would there be a person whose job was to clean out the sex robot before the next person used it? And can you think of a worse job?
Yes. And yes, I can.
Are you going to share?
So-
No, that wasn't part of the question. The question was, do I think one of those options would exist? I said yes.
Would they be self-cleaning?
And I think no. And then you said, would there be a worse job? And I said yes.
Hose out the sex robot, Deirdre.
No, probably the base tester for those, because you know that they're going to have some tolerance problems.
Oh dear.
No, I think if you just get the small, it'll be fine.
You're going to say that.
One of Rich Herring's questions on his podcast was about if you can have is it cheating to have an affair with a lifelike robot? If you're married.
Well, they're not sentient, so no.
And you have sex.
Right, yeah.
So it's not cheating to have sex with a dog.
So super realistic though. Super realistic sex bot.
Oh, fuck.
Is that cheating? So if your answer is yes, it is. The next question is, what about if the sex robot looks exactly like your wife?
I do think it's cool that they added Gage, the necromancer.
I mean, I'm not married. This is just for Malcolm.
So, Malcolm, if you could have sex with a robot that looked exactly like your wife, would that be cheating?
I mean, why would you, though? Let's be honest.
It's like an exact replica. Like it talks like her, thinks like her.
I think DJ asking the right question there.
Can she hear me?
Depends on whether or not there's affirmative consent or not. It's my default answer.
Let's assume that there is, because you can program her.
So exactly like his real wife, only she could be programmed.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Okay. So would that be cheating? Yes or no?
I mean, can you cheat on a
yes
person
or no
with an inanimate?
Do you know how a yes or no question works?
No, I'd like a fully formed
No.
answer. What I know.
Explain your working.
What's your answer, Malcolm?
I don't know. Got no in it.
You don't know if it's cheating or not to have sex with a realistic robot that's exactly an exact replica of your wife.
Define cheating. Citation
yes or
required.
Is she awake
No,
still?
citation required.
Is she awake still?
Yeah.
Use your.
Can she hear you?
No.
She booted up.
Can you ask her?
You booted.
Have you got a wireless headset? Is it a wired or a wireless headset?
It's wired. It's wireless, but I
wired.
literally think it only goes this far of the room.
Oh, so you can't just go there and just go. Excuse me. Can I
ask her?
do you mind
darling.
if I have sex with a
Oh, wait a
robot
minute.
that's exactly like you?
Adam,
Yes.
I think White Valley has a White Valley. Do me a favor. Can you get out of that hole that you're in?
No. I'm
Are you fuck's sake. Have you got any vehicle there?
I have a bandit.
You can actually move.
I can move the
You can
camera.
drive off. Oh, is it there? Is it? Please go save Adam. Because
I
I
can't
remember
go anywhere. I'm out of fuel.
Because
I'm out of fuel.
if you just follow this, drive south on this map, you get to a garage on this map.
I'm out of fuel.
I've got fuel.
So wait, you're out of fuel.
Oh, he's out. He's out for. Yeah, it's bedtime though, so I think we should just try and remember these for next week.
Yeah, so Adam, if you scroll all the way down, you see where the watchtower is. Basically, well, actually, where the air drive
is. Yeah, there's a garage terrace there. Good.
I think that's the garage, yeah, because that's where we used to come out of there and drive, basically turn around and drive off the end of the airstrip and go as fast as you can. That's this map.
Yeah, because it had said that, but we never restarted, so I don't know why it's not there. Anyway,
it is definitely there, because if you look on the web ad, it's garage not discovered, and I remember that.
All right then, awesome. Well, I will bid you all good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.
I will speak to you all after the 9th.
Oh yes, you're fucking off to Foreign, aren't you? Good. Well, I hope you don't come back. Hey, 1 truck obtained, 8 missions completed, 366 damage received.
You completed 2 missions without me.
Yes, we did.